Oh, I just noticed that the ads finished running on Twitch. Oh, but anyways, yeah, how's everyone doing tonight? So wait, what do you mean? Chat box turned into a text box for a second? Oh, is it like seeing like the borders of like chatty? Yeah, oh. Yeah, I think like I think you're seeing this because like down here was like is like the text field to type stuff in. Because I'm just using the window, so then like because if my message is too long, then you can kind of see a bump up. Because I'm not using the chat box on like Stream Elements or Streamlabs because trying my best out of principle to not use them anymore after the whole kerfuffle with the both of them. But I mean, just kind of making my own life harder, honestly, because the tools they have would still be helpful. Like having like being able to have like chat on screen, but then have the words like exit out of the chat after some specific amount of time. But I'm like, fuck it. But yeah, so I'm just like directly ripping chatty onto OBS, and then using like a filter option to sort out the background and cropping off the borders of chatty and everything. But if I end up typing, then you can kind of see like the little bottom window of it kind of like bump up so I can actually like type and read out my own message. But aside from that, yeah, it's like for the most part it does everything else I want. And there's also for like YouTube, I had to like look up custom or like a custom template CSS thing for having YouTube chat on screen, since again like trying to rip YouTube chat onto OBS would mean having to incorporate Stream Elements or Streamlabs. I'm like, how do I figure out a way to read YouTube chat onto OBS without using them? And then there's some obscure ass website that you think would look dodgy, but no, it's like one of those websites that do the bare minimum with like its layout, and then just does the job with like feeding you. It's like, hey, how do you want your your custom YouTube chat? It's like, I want this font of this size, and I want like the line separated like this with this specific bordering. I was like, okay, and generate the whole CSS or whatever, and then just copy and paste it into OBS or into the specific browser source. I'm like, okay, so how does this work? Then I copy and paste it, I link the YouTube chat of the specific YouTube stream that's currently going on, which is, well, this one. And yeah. But that's why the font's also different, because I can't find matching fonts with the one I'm using on Chatty and the one on the YouTube stream. So you were wondering if you should refresh your memory on Daybreak EN release before next installment is out on September? If you really want to make sure you don't forget any critical or even subtle facts or developments, I'd say it's probably worth it to look into it. But man, oh my god, speaking of trails though, man, why does the Northern War Gacha game have to exist? I didn't download it, but I looked at it. I'm like, it's basically just a idle game auto battler deal that with pay to win skins and shit. And the global release is a fucking disaster. Everything's been machine translated and not even proofread. Like it's one thing if there's like machine translation. It's another thing if you also just dump out machine translations with no proofreading. So then you just have people with completely butchered names, UI elements that like, what was it? Like UI elements that just don't make sense. And then also, even worse, they get the character bios wrong too. like they didn't like the people who set up or the people that Falcom licensed like trails to for the gacha didn't even do the bare minimum of understanding the lore of like, or at least like the major bits, because like there's one thing that describes Chloe, and then oh yeah, her time in Genesis Royal Academy and cross paths with Reen Schwartz. I was like, wait, when the fuck did Reen ever appear in the Sky games? He never existed until fucking Cold Steel. It's like, how is not only your translation that bad, but you also put in wildly inaccurate like events that never happened? I'm like, what? What do you mean Reen went to Genesis Royal Academy? Like during the Sky trilogy. I'm like, what the fuck? That's so bad. But yeah, I'm just so mad because it also gives, or at least in my pessimistic view, it would give people who hate the Trail series more ammo to just shit on it because of the stupid fucking gacha that just... Oh my god, it's basically just the blatant example of ridiculously low effort cash grab. Pay to win fucking skins and battle passes that cost more than $70 AAA games. Like, machine translations with no proofreading, and even then, wildly inaccurate, like, character bios that are just completely wrong with, like, where characters show up or what they do. I'm like, bro, come on. Wait, how you doing, Bryce? Oh, man, I just wish that never existed along with the anime, dude. But yeah, sorry for the late start tonight and everything. Like, for the past hour, just to kind of reiterate and, or, just to kind of like, oh yeah, reiterate. Like, just to reiterate for anyone just tuning in. Yeah, like, basically, I double checked my data caps, or my, my bandwidth usage right before the stream. I'm like, oh, wait, that's not good. I'm like right there before I had to start paying a lot more. I'm like, oh. And considering that I can't, like, not exactly, like, the nicest thing to go to my family and go, hey, we gotta shut off the internet for 3 days straight. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not really feasible. And admittedly, you know, like, I am, like, the largest consumer of bandwidth given, well, streaming and doing other shit. But, like, taking into account like how else my family like uses stuff, you know, like Netflix, and you know how stuff goes when it comes to like video streaming services and whatever. Like, dude, fucking like super high def resolutions and shit, dude, that shit eats up a lot. And especially when my family, whenever they end up watching YouTube on their either phones or tablets, they let the YouTube ads play because they set it and forget it in some random place while they do something, which understandable. But it's like when I constantly hear blaring YouTube ads that go on for 10, 15, 20 minutes straight because the YouTube algorithm picks up on like, hey, this person doesn't actively skip the advertisements and they never get around to it. Let's feed them longer advertisements and keep pushing it from 15 seconds to 30 to a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a whole ass fucking movie that eats up your whole damn bandwidth loading in 1080p, if not 1440 or whatever the max possible quality is. That shit drives me off the fucking wall. I'm like, one, please press the goddamn skip button. Two, why the fuck is that even allowed to even be an ad? That's not even an ad. That's just getting unwanted content, like unneeded, unwanted content forced down your fucking throat because you're not proactive in dismissing something. Like, what the fuck? Where is the hard and fast rule? Like, God, like, yeah, right, there's hard and fast rules for this shit. But why isn't it a hard and fast rule to go, okay, if you want your ads, no more than either 5, 10, 15, or 30 seconds. Or sorry, 5, 15, 30. Any, no more, no less than those options. Like, holy shit. Cause like even like 30-second ads, right? Like there's no quality options for them because advertisers are fuck you and your content. We want you to see our ads at the highest quality possible. Fuck your bandwidth and everything if you have to deal with that. No, you will see our advertisements in crystal clear quality. Like, and you will basically preload the entire thing despite how YouTube handles every other bit of content on YouTube, especially when it comes to channels that don't get as many views. So that when you're trying to watch, like, let's say a longer form video, basically my whole fucking channel, right? Because it doesn't really get that many views compared to like bigger channels, it gets low priority on how fast it loads. So then, like, during times when I was trying to timestamp my older VODs, mainly pertaining like Trail series and among some other specific stuff, it takes so long to load the goddamn VOD because all of my VODs are on such low priority. It takes like a minute to skip like a couple other minutes ahead just so I can timestamp shit. Like, bruh. Oh wait, let me see. Oh, mod that removes the... Bro, no way. Wait, let me see this. I can actually watch this now so I don't have to worry about my data. Wait, hold on. Wait. So, there's the Butter Rocks part. And then... Bro. Oh, man. Yeah, modders really do fix everything. God damn. Yeah, like one fucking setting to remove fucking Butter Rocks. Or at least like make it so that like whatever variable they have for how steep an incline is would determine when it's like slidable versus walkable. Cause like there's a lot of times when I want to parkour in fucking Dogma 2, but then all the rooftops make me slide off. I'm just like, bruh. And then compared to like Dogma 1, you can literally go anywhere. Unless like it's a slope that deliberately looks like it slips you off into the void. It's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go there. But yeah, like otherwise you basically be able to like parkour anywhere else. So what's the worst part about it? Wait, let me go get my it means the dev wanted it to be this way. Yeah, that's like the mind-boggling thing. Like, how do they come to that conclusion? Also, I kind of forgot to disable HDCP on my capture card, so give me a moment. But yeah, like, how do they come to that conclusion? It's like, okay, we're gonna have like coming off of Dogma 1, we're gonna expand the open world of Dogma 2 compared to Dogma 1, have more places to explore, bigger, larger, and whatever, like, environments to kind of traverse through. Oh, let's just make everyone slide off everything because it's more realistic that way, or at least what they think is realistic. Because, like, a lot of these surfaces are, like, shallow enough, where, or, like, barely, yeah, but, like, shallow enough where you can just walk on it. Like, it'd only be slippery if, like, I don't know, it was like wet rocks or something, or maybe like if it's raining, add extra levels of slipperiness to certain slopes or something. But here it's like I'm just trying to walk on a fucking rooftop like you normally would in Dogma 1 and I slip off, or even just try to walk on a badly angled rock which would probably at most inconvenience how you get your footing. Like, cause like I've been to some places like IRL when I went on vacations with my family, like way back when, where we're walking across some big ass rocks, like near like a coastline or something. And then some of them, like, yeah, they might be a little bit like weird to traverse through, but it's not like I'll slide off into the fucking rock pits and die. It's like, hello? I was like, has anyone ever walked around like any of these areas IRL? Like, I'm sure at some point, like one of them, or at least like just watched a video of other people or just seen things. Like, I was like, yeah, Yeah, no, that totally looks like something you slip off of and take big fall damage or some shit. I'm like, bruh. Excuse me? But yeah, yeah, okay. Let me go get my capture going for... I was about to say Dogma 2. For FGO. So let me go get my phone or the game booted up and everything, and I need to turn on my Wi-Fi again. Hold on. On my phone, I mean. There we go. Okay. So capture is now plugged in. Alright, alright. Wait, that's enough rambling about Dogma 2 and my ISP woes. But yeah, unfortunately had to cave and excuse me. Cave and buy unlimited data, which adds a fair chunk to my internet bill. But for the sake of peace of mind and not restricting myself and family with how we just go about our day, and basically a price we unfortunately have to pay. But yeah, okay, so FGO is still continuing, obviously. Like, we just finished everything with the Grail Front in the last session. I know there's the Road to 7 stuff here. Oh, and also the interludes here as well. Also, I kind of did some of the interludes off stream, mainly Shang Yu and Yu Meiren, and their interludes were pretty funny. But like, I wasn't sure like how or when I get around to them, and considering that it's only early release for 5 more days, like I'm kind of like of the ones to just do it off stream, because again, because of my limited phone battery and how much I can actually like do FGO streams, I'd probably reserve more of that time to, you know, actual story content than full-on interludes until like I'm straight up done with story content, where I'd actually have a day of like, oh yeah, now we can just have a chill FGO day and just do all the extra stuff I haven't gotten around to. But yeah, and also considering all the other gacha stuff on the horizon, like, or no, not even on the horizon, like they're here right now. There's the new Grand Blue event that's currently going on right now that I want to read starting tomorrow. And then there's the new Star Rail event, which apparently, from what Mel told me, is light on the dialogue, so you can just kind of get right to it. Kind of maybe want to spend a session just kind of going through some Star Rail stuff, like after Grand Blue. I want to say after Grand Blue. It would probably have to be for like yet another session. So the main goal is to basically get through as much as we can tonight, if not finish it, but I doubt it, considering how long these sections might take, because it ends at section 22 and we're at 17 and a half. So depending on how things go, we're gonna have to split this up into 2 more sessions, unless like somehow the upcoming sections are super duper short. But we'll have to see. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, also on a side note for Concert U's interludes, I find it super funny that she completely fabricated her records of like the things she's done, like in terms of like her abilities in combat and shit, and then when you actually go fight against her like in a master versus master format, she doesn't know what to do, or she ends up debuffing everyone because she doesn't know she doesn't like rely on anyone and just like doesn't give a shit. Or like the final part where Shang Yu like ends up joining our team to kind of like do the reverse matchups, and it's like, wait, no, I can't do that, and then everyone just gets nerfed to 1 HP. Dude, that shit is so funny. And also we get to fight Mash. That's uh she's terrible. Clearly the brains of the duo. Yeah. Uh I'm like, damn. For a vampire, true ancestor or whatever, it's like, come on. I mean, we kind of figured. I mean, we kind of seen more of her through Summer 5 and like other silly shit from. I think it was it Summer 3? Yeah, yeah. When we were in like Vegas and oh wait, was it Summer 3 that was Vegas, or was that 4? No, Summer 3 was Luluhawa, but yeah, 4 was Vegas. Yeah, 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 4. Yeah, and then like use like terrible luck at the casino and everything. Oh god. Uh Went from that like initial impression of girl boss to girl fail shortly after. I'm like, god damn. Although actually I don't exactly remember the exact specifics of Lostbelt 3. But yeah, basically from like her interlude and Summer 4 onwards, oh, I'm like, oh. Okay, now we get a better picture of how you is in general. Next year we return to Hawaii too. Oh, okay, okay. Let's get going. Let me go get my drink real quick. Made some milk tea before tonight's stream. My family got this like pack of like instant milk tea that actually has packets of boba in it. And not gonna lie, these boba packets, they're actually pretty decent for what it's worth. Like it doesn't taste like garbage. It has decent like chewiness and texture to it. I'm like, ah, for like instant milk tea, this is actually pretty damn good. Okay, let's get going for real. Man, I'm beat. Are you okay, Katic? Oh, yeah. I'm fine. You know how I've been using as little magecraft as possible to avoid detection, right? Yes, even the magical energy we've been able to detect from you is incredibly faint. Well, because of that, my back is killing me. Damn it, I knew I should have used at least that much. Where's Archer Moriarty when you need him? I guess it would have been better if you used a supportive mystic code like Senpai does. Nah, that's okay. That just invite more suspicion. You think so? I'll be fine. Just gotta grit my teeth and bear it a little. But... Ash, where'd you go? Is it because I'm in the revenge realm now? No, I suspect it's because I'm here. Oh. Moriarty? Pardon me. Let me fix that for you. James Moriarty? Oh good. Mash Kyrielite. Perfect timing. Speaking of Moriarty. Oh, my back. It's like, oh, wrong one. I'd like you to keep my presence here a secret from the rest of Chaldea. Which of course includes Mr. Holmes. I can't do... Which would you prefer? I'm sorry? If you decline, I'll either disable Cadix's collar or trigger it. I could go either way, personally. There's nothing to think about here, Mash. You have just as much authority to make this call as anyone. Trigger my collar, now. No, absolutely not. Listen, this guy's a foreign disciple, remember? Whatever he's up to, there's no way it can't possibly be good for me. What he wants most is information, and he can't get that from me if I'm dead. So you need to kill me right now. It's the best possible solution. I refuse. Ash. I said I refuse! Well, this is the most entertaining bit of comedy I've seen in some time. I almost had to stop myself from applauding. Allow me to set your minds at ease. I have no intention of harming you, nor am I here to interrogate anyone. In fact, frankly speaking, I learned all I needed to know about you the moment I became a foreign disciple. If anything, I'm more worried about you two stealing information from me. Is that so? I have to admit, he's right. Even if there's more going on at Chaldea than we know about. It doesn't change the fact that we're in constant danger out here, or that we still know nothing about him. Setting Koinskaya aside, since she wasn't actually one of the foreign gods' disciples. The disciples like Limbo and Muramasa were high servants mixed with some kind of divine spirit. So it's safe to say he isn't just Moriarty either. But that's the question. What else is he? Oh yes, I do so love that look. Huh? You may seem meek and self-deprecating, but you're actually neither. That's the look of a wolf eyeing its prey. Oh? You have some strong opinions about wolves, do you? Let me guess, given the kind of magecraft you use, I bet you were teased brutally. Called a dog plenty, yes? I am so tired of your shit. Huh, where did that come from? How the hell could you tell that much with one look? Feels like you did an autopsy on me while I'm still alive. Then, Moriarty was right? Oh, I see, is this why Barrow used to bark at you? Bash, God damn it. Did you really have to bring that up right now, Mash? I'm still trying to forget it, god damn it. I'm sorry. Nice, very nice. Anyway, let's get down to business. You're here because you're curious about Zhangjui's fortress, right? I am too. However, obviously you'll need to go deep into the Revenge Realm territory to reach it. I can't imagine that would be easy for you to do on your own. What say you to working together on this one? Sure. Wow, just like that? Are you sure about this, Kadik? If he wanted to kill me, I'd already be dead. And, like he said earlier, there's barely information he can get from me. You know Chaldea hasn't told me anything of real importance. Like, oh god, he's sabotaging the capture! It's like what? What for Holmes? What info did you not want leaked out? I really think it's I really think it's down to my phone port because of how often it's been, how often I've plugged things in and out from charging and capturing and everything. Okay. Like, even if he wanted to know about the storm border, I couldn't tell him the first thing about how it's designed. He probably already knows anything I could tell him about Chaldea. So I might as well try to learn everything I can from him. Oh, and you think you can do that, do you? Don't know. Wait, but won't find out unless I try. I suppose that's true. Like when you tried to kill everyone at Chaldea. And to bring that up, huh? Of course I did. Okay then. I know what I did. I'll accept whatever punishment that they decide on when this is all over. But until then, I'll do everything I can to lighten my sentence by helping them, especially now that our interests are aligned. Oh, I see. How very rational of you. But what about guilt? Don't you feel any of that? I don't have to tell you a thing. Besides, you'll probably work it out for yourself the more we talk. Unless you don't think you can, of course. Oh ho, well played. Fine then, I agree. You want to shake on it? No thanks. Don't want your nastiness rubbing off on me. Oh, I'm really starting to like you. Again? Are you sure about this, Katic? No, honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Just like me for real. But things will either work out, or they won't. Part of me feels like you're being a little quick to throw caution to the wind. Mash, have you seen us? we do that shit on the daily on a daily basis. But okay, I won't tell anyone else about this. Just give me a minute to move my console. Look what we did to cats. Oh, Katic, would you say you're keeping a cool head? So far, at least. I see. Then make sure you hold on to it. Huh? Oh, excuse me. Whatever. Come on, let's go. I think that, Chi Men Dun Jia, was it? Anyway, it's probably gone by now, but there's no harm in being careful. Oh, is that what you think? Huh? Jingju was very particular about that fortress's security. He even left a clone of himself there, something close to one. What's more, he made this clone believe he was actually the real Zhang Jue. Don't you think that's rather extreme? If anything, it's downright pathological. And if you think of it as pathological... No way. It's still being guarded? I suspect the whole fortress will be repaired in the very near future, so let's not waste getting rid of these guards. So just this once, consider me your own servant, Katic Zem Lupus. Nope, only ever had one servant, and I'm keeping it that way. Whoa, don't you want access to like hundreds of other servants like we do? It's fine, it's all fun and games, until BB gets involved. Or Tamamo Cat. Or who's also a constant troublemaker again? I guess coming up Ibuki, I guess. Caesar potentially. Oh yeah, Kiara's also the big danger too. Abby? Nah, Abby's perfectly fine. I don't know what you're talking about. It's fine. You know who I think you get along with just by virtue of how like pure a person he is? Voyager. How can you not get along with Voyager? Nah, it'd probably be too good for Katic. You fight however you want, and I'll back you up like any other mage would. As you like. Now, let's get started. Well, hello there, good soldiers. Now, would you side characters be so kind as to step aside? Because you see, this is meant to be a one-man show. God damn. Alright, so how's the kit work? Mathematical thinking. Apply evade and sure hit. Decrease arts resistance and more for evil. All types and crit strength. Increase NP gauge. Crit star gather rate for arts or Buster. It's a 50-50. What the fuck? And then, what was kinetic shit again? Evade. Sure hit. And skill and NP seal. How much does this give? Oh, it's straight up 50. Oh shit. You know what? Actually, wait, what's his NP? Increase NP strength. Deal heavy damage to good. Apply evil to enemies. Ah, fuck it. Oh no. Math. Oh, what are my crits? Bullshit. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like 2 off there? Oh, that's some bullshit. Come on. Crit. Crit. Damn it. But yeah, do you know the bonus side of, like, of me having just gotten unlimited data now? I can actually up the bitrate over on YouTube. So right now I'm testing out 8K bitrate on YouTube. So hey, YouTube streams aren't actually hindered by me trying to keep things on par to watch my data caps. Hey, huzzah. Yeah, and depending on how things go, maybe I'll keep upping it a little more and more just to see, like, how far I can go with it until my OBS says, hey, I can't handle the load, you need a better PC. Yeah. Higher quality YouTube streams are back on the menu. Well, more like introduced, more like. There we go. Your power's crazy. It was like their attacks didn't even touch you. In fact, there's something weird about it. Would you not expect such a thing from a foreign disciple? Yeah, I guess you got a point. He must have only been willing to show off like that because he knew we wouldn't be able to figure out how his powers work. He obviously wasn't dodging or blocking their attacks. I could tell they were hitting him. But he didn't take any damage from them. Even his clothes are still pristine. I got a feeling that little trick is going to be a way bigger problem than whatever damage he can inflict himself. What in the world could be mixed in there with him? So wait, so his NP does extra damage to good enemies and applies evil, and his thing is decrease arts resistance, decrease arts resistance to evil enemies. Huh. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out like team comps against them, or might as well just be a screw it, just go with whatever anyways. Although that kind of makes me wonder about when we eventually have to fight them. Kind of wonder if like they'll amp up the good evil gimmicks, kind of like fighting Quetzalcoatl during Babylonia. I'm like, is this gonna be a thing where I have to find like a neutral servant to even inflict damage? We'll find out. But I'll have to keep that in mind once we get around to it. Just Because again, I am going into like the battles blind, because one, I'm just kind of lazy to look it up right now. But yeah, let's see if my prediction's correct later. You'll never figure it out with the information you've got. Even if you did, it wouldn't help you. We always had J Alter. In 2 years she can loop? Oh man. That being said, it would certainly be a problem if Zhang were to show up. So let's find this thing before he does. Yeah, good point. I'll do what I can to help you look from here too. How does it feel to be a traitor, Mash Kirillite? No comment, I'm not allowed to talk to evil professors. Again, I still love that one comic where Moriarty applied evil to Mash, and all she did was like litter with one piece of paper. I was like, oh, truly evil, truly devious. Ouch, you've really come to dislike me, haven't you? Really only makes sense to say that she liked you to start with, Moriarty. Now you're just rubbing salt in the wound. Shout out to Mordred in a multi-core team, let's go! When are we gonna get a multi-core Buster buffer? Because Koinskaya and Merlin only buff up one particular person. At least as far as the Buster buffs go. But what about 2 Buster cores? Ugh, sorry. Good grief. Jangdroy is deadly serious about security in this place, isn't he? I expected as much. I'm surprised you managed to get that trick door open so easily, though. It looked complex. Me too. It's very impressive how you managed to pick the right answer from a 6.4 quintillion possible combinations almost instantly. 6.4 quintillion? I mean, I can't even fathom numbers that high, like, until I play, like, certain idle games. It's only a matter of time. 3 years since the last meta support, 2 if you count Summer Scotty. Oh boy. What can I say? I'm just that good. This probably goes without saying, but you were going so fast it looked like you were cheating. That's because I was. Hey, as long as you got that door open, I don't care how you did it. Come on, Moriarty. We're due for more support power creep? Yeah. Perhaps a rousing cheer would help spur us on. Summer Kuro could have counted had cost not be against her. Ah. Save that shit for when Kirby's around. That is Senpai style. Oh, right. You know what's being kept here? There are a few things I don't know, but unfortunately, this is one of them. That said, the fact that Jangdroy didn't want Creamho to find out about this does narrow it down considerably. That's so. Oh, a wyvern. Son of a bitch! I mean, a soul eater. No, wait, it's not that either. Well, whatever this demonic beast is, it's certainly imposing, don't you agree, Kadek? Let's just say that right now, I'm glad you're here with me. I really didn't think the security would be this tight. Alright, let's go crush it mathematically, shall we? Actually, how do you do that? By defeating it in 30 seconds or less! Oh. Oh.
これから
This is getting out of hand. Wait. How do I tell which one's... Son of a bitch, I kind of forgot. I should have checked which one had the sure hit first so I could tell who's who. Motherfucker. Oh, there we go. Oh, so it's the first one that has the Brave Chain ready. I think it was... Oh, I can flip it around, actually. Actually, what's the overcharge? Increase MP strength. Or I can flip it around to this.
正義も悪も全ては世界の機能不全ませまちかるマリグナントアナイアレイト王に押しつぶさ
Only to buff one of them? Yeah!
穴だらけだ物理で戦えジャークビームこれかな興味深いな
Okay. Wow.
時空は崩壊し数字が支配する
Oh, is that only one turn for the gather rate? Ah, okay. Wow. Oh, fuck it. Yes! Art's Brave Chain!
数字は支配し悪は成長するマセマチカルマリグナントアナイアレイト貨幣は悪だなまったく物理で叩く悪に従えミスだらけだな君の回答は興味深いなこれかな
Okay. This can either be a 3-1 layout, a 2-2 layout, or a 1-3 layout of art cards.
Yoshi, 彼らを終わらせよう。
Alright, I got it. Yes, I got it right again! Yes, I got the Brave Chain! Oh, I'm a god! I'm a god! Oh my god, I still kept up the Brave Chain. It's like gambling, but you win either result. It's either you win or you win harder. Okay.
理解できるね。
No! No, my brave
いい結末
Shane!
だと思わないかね。
It was the inner two Quicken arts that belonged to him. Ah, damn it. Jeez, can you give me a heads up before you clone yourself? That was freaky. What better way to show you there's nothing a foreign disciple can't do? And now you're back together like nothing happened. What, do you have to be a freaking weirdo to be a foreign disciple or something? Oh, of course not. At least, I don't think so. I just love how the after images of everyone just showed up. Where'd all that confidence go? Well, never mind that now. Looks like we're here. So, hero or gold? Which will it be? Aha! I knew it. That's... Yes, it is. Alright. Wait, it is alright. We have a spirit origin information on file. That's... Oh. I thought I'd be trapped in here forever. I was always expecting to be put in eternal slumber. Siegfried the Dragon Slayer. I figured it was either him or the Raingold. I see. So this was what Zhang Jue was after. Zhang Jue. I see. He's the Revenge Realm's second in command, isn't he? Siegfried, do you want to rebel against proper human history? No. I see. Better get away from this guy then. He can mess with your head, flip you to the other side. I most certainly can, yes, but I won't be doing that here. It would ruin all my calculations, or destiny if you like. Destiny? Destiny and calculations are one and the same. Quantum mechanics may have refuted Laplace's demon, but calculations still determine how destiny plays out. That's one hell of an old-fashioned concept you're working with. More old-fashioned than the mage world. Ouch, you got me there. Wait. Hang on. Are you saying that everything that's happened so far played out as you calculated? I am, indeed. Look, I know how good it feels to wield real power in the palm of your hand. But let me give you a word of warning. That shit, it can be your undoing. In response to the youth's advice, the man who would eventually become one of the world's most notorious criminals merely shrugged. Aw. I wonder if that line will come back to rear its head, like, eventually. Probably no shit. He's gone. Who was that man, anyway? I'll tell you on the way. By the way, Siegfried. Yes. You know about the Revenge Realm, but do you know who's leading it? Of course. Kriemhild's your wife, right? At least that's how the stories go. Yes, I'm sure she's the same Kriemhild I knew as my wife. Can you fight her? I can. I'm a hero and a servant. My blade will be no duller for facing my wife. If I must fight her, I swear to do so with all my might. Good to hear. You're really serious about this, huh? Maybe even a little too serious. He was just as serious in the First Singularity, the 100 Years War of Orleans too. I see. Then I may try to be a bit more... Then I may try to be a bit more humorous this time, or a lot more humorous. Look, I know we haven't known each other long, but I can tell you're really not going to be any good at that. I see. Aww. Here's the Holy Grail, Lady Creamhill. It manifested right after Constantinos disappeared. Good work. Whoa, your spirit origin's even stronger now. This just leaves the Righteous Realm. What's left of it anyway. Talk about a foregone conclusion. Long live Lady Creamhill! Long live Lady Creamhill! Our revenge will soon be a reality. Cheers rang out in rapid succession. All knew the Righteous Realm posed no threat. It wouldn't be much longer now before all three realms were united. The soldiers' cries of joy continued unabated. I think I'll go get some fresh air. Huh, by all means. So, they got Siegfried. Damn proper human history. Who comes back to investigate a place they've already finished investigating? Lord Jangjoy, Lady Creamhill wishes to see you. Huh. So what was all that by all means about then? Oh. You just said Siegfried, didn't you? That's what you get for talking to yourself out loud, you son of a bitch. Oh, overheard me, did you? I don't need to overhear you. I can see everything having to do with him in this realm, even thoughts. What? What? Excuse me? I can see everything having to do with him in this realm, even She can read your mind as long as it pertains to fucking Siegfried. What is this movie? I see. I should have expected as much. Yandere powerful. You knew I could read your mind, didn't you? It's why you made those modifications to your Bounded Field spell. The East and West may have different styles, but when the result is the same, it's not hard to get the gist. Right you are. That is why I tried not to even think of him while I was here. Then you should have sealed away any memories you didn't want me looking into. Have you anything to say for yourself? I couldn't have him showing up here, whether as an enemy or an ally. You're the Revenge Realm's anchor. His very presence will throw you off balance. Just look at the reinstatement realm and how it fell apart when Constantinos broke. It seems you and I have very different opinions, Zhangjoy. I've been waiting for him to show up. As his wife, he's not my husband. He's leftovers. Damn. Quite a woman you got there, Siegfried. She smiled like a wolf about to tear into its prey. Get you a girl that can look at you like that. That smile would have seemed more at home on the bloodstained lips of a monster than on a refined noble woman. Siegfried, what kind of women are you into again exactly? You mean you didn't know, Zhangjoy? I have more right to take revenge on him than anyone ever could. Of that, I'm absolutely certain. Oh. It all started in the kingdom of Burgundy. Creamhill was looking out the window. There she saw warriors rejoicing and despairing over every little victory or setback, like children playing with spears and stones. I wonder how strong he really is. How strong who is, my lady? That man from Niederland. Oh, you mean Lord Siegfried. He's the wielder of the sacred and demonic sword Balmung, the immortal hero who bathed in dragon's blood. He's also just incredibly, well, cool. I can almost feel my soul leave my body whenever I look at him. I see. Sounds like a man who has everything. Ah, wait. There's at least one thing he lacks. Dignity. Princess. 1 year later, he and I finally met for the first time. Even now, I still don't know what it was I felt for him. Love? Obsession? Something else entirely. Unbearable madness. I despise Hagen. Guilt. Is it all my fault? Hagen or Hagen? Grief. He's dead. Taken from me? I can't remember a thing. After Siegfried's one weakness was exploited to kill him while he drank at a spring, it felt as though my heart had died too. It didn't take long before my grief turned to hatred. Hagen's words are really what sent me over the edge. In the end, you never understood a thing. What do you mean? Siegfried agreed to let me end this war by stabbing him in the back. I promised him I would. It was his idea. Just the sort of thing your hero would do, isn't it? But now, as you've seen for yourself, the tragedies continue to pile up. Everything he did, everything I did. It was all for nothing, and it's all your fault, Creamhill. You should have just stayed in your place and forgotten your need for revenge. Why did we... I don't remember what happened after that very well. But according to my records, as I stood in a daze, someone cursed my name and cut me down. It doesn't matter. I never planned on continuing to live there anyway. My only regret was that damn confession. See, yes, I see. This rage, this hatred. It's all your fault. All of it. All. Okay. Did I never mention I was waiting for him? This is no romance. Far from it. Ours is a ballad of hatred. Nothing more. But the worst thing by far is... it won't be a problem. If Creamhill is rebelling against proper human history, then I'll just have to fight her. He is almost certainly trying to kill me. Oh, right, because she heard that thought too. Oh. Man. Imagine your wife being able to read your mind no matter where you are. Or significant other, I guess. Nowhere is safe. Forfeited your right to privacy the moment you married her. God damn. Okay, gotta go skip this again. The Pope's high spirits. Oh. Playboy Johanna when? The Righteous Realm's throne room. What's up? Why am I still on the throne? Why, 'cause you're a master. Besides, I'll only last a couple more days anyway, so you might as well get used to being the big cheese now. Never could I have imagined I would hear one of the greatest rulers of all time refer to himself as the big cheese. And on that note, I got a report for you, Master. Well, not me, actually. Sancho. Thank you. At present, we have 463 servants remaining. That includes 56 sabers, 72 archers, 63 lancers, 71 riders, 74 casters, 68 berserkers, and 59 assassins. Imagine having to train yourself to have total control over your thoughts, just so your wife doesn't hear your more dangerous thoughts. Yeah, and God forbid you have any like random dark thoughts that just like you just create in your head because yeah, it's like because we all have those moments I'm sure where there's like something we see, we think of something morbid and it's like, oh, why the fuck did I think that? Okay, let's just move on. And then it's like, and then like your SO like picks up that thought and it's like, what were you thinking? I was like, it's just random stray thoughts, don't worry about it. You'd have to train yourself to not like, to only think about what you like. You just have to train yourself not to have random thoughts, but it's like, how the fuck? How the hell do you do that? Of these, 25 are heroic spirits, present company included. But the good news is, morale is very high. Everyone who tries to remain is raring to protect human history, or proper human history. That is good news indeed. Openly fighting for a common goal will foster much stronger bonds than fighting under false pretenses. Reporting in. We just finished healing all the wounded soldiers. Now, why are you sitting on the throne like you're the biggest shot, or biggest big shot in the room? It's not by choice, believe me. That's because Kirby's gonna stay king for the time being. Me? I'm gonna stick with being Charlemagne the Adventurer. Damn, but you really got the royal spirit origin for the job too. Well, guess there's nothing to do about it. Now, our next order of business is to discuss our options regarding the clash between the reinstatement realm, or, excuse me, sorry. I'm like, between sections I'm chugging down like the milk tea I just made. Regarding the clash between the reinstatement and revenge Emergency! Breaking news! The reinstatement realm's been destroyed. What? The revenge realm, You can see for yourselves. The sky in the former reinstatement realm is now the same shade of red as in the revenge realm. We haven't yet confirmed this, but it's very likely that Konstantinos is gone as well. That was fast. I'd expected Zhang Jui's assassination would have left the revenge realm scrambling. It may be that the one we killed was merely a terminal. Ah, damn, seriously? Very much so. Huh? Hey, what do you think you're... Guards? Guards! Hey, Ice Cream, thank you for the raid. How was Ghost of Sushi? I believe you were playing the DLC earlier. How's it going? Oh, right, I'm the guard now. Help! Somebody help me! So strong. What's this all about? Hello! Oh, okay. I know I just got here, but... Fight us! Thank you, Bradamanta. Seriously? Damn, you really are the resident musclehead among the 12 paladins, huh? Man, that was awesome. Too bad it was directed at us, so it'd be even more awesome. Wait, why? Radamanta, let's just take it down a notch, okay? And how do you really feel? Get him! Nah, just kidding. The thought never even crossed my mind, of course. I must ask, guard, why did you let them pass? Charlemagne really does just accept anything. Dude, he is like the chillest bro you could ever be with. Maybe too chill. You scared me. You have class advantage! Not that it would do you much good. I see. Then you run a marathon in full kit. Yes, sir. You may already know this, but the reinstatement realm has fallen apart after the defeat of Emperor Constantinos. So now, the 542 former reinstatement servants who remain need to decide if we're going to join the righteous realm, or if we're going to punch you in the face and take over ourselves. Whee, that's the biggest muscle-headed idea I've ever heard from you, Bradamanta. Johanna, was it? Are you okay with that? I am. I'll be lying if I said I'll be lying if I said I bore proper human history no ill will. So I figured it'd be a good idea just to pop each other a couple of good ones to get it out of our systems. Oh. Can we settle this more peacefully? Well, now that Constantinos is dead, I thought that instead of joining forces under the pall of a major defeat, we'd all feel a lot better if we duked it out first. I gotta say, super not what I was expecting from a lady pope. I think this is great. We have the same style. Okay, never mind that now, so I guess you'll always be fighting with them, Bradamanta. Of course. We'd like to face you with 6 servants including myself, and have Lady Johanna stand in as our master. What do you say? What do you think, master? Is Kyuhime one of the servants who will be fighting with you? Kyuhime? No, why? Has she been hanging around you guys? You say that so casually. At any rate, we should decide on at least 4 servants, myself included, who will be joining this fight. You, Astolfo, Roland, and Don Quixote. Diarmuid, I want you to act as referee. Understood. Master, you assume the last 2. Is that alright? Isn't your king... Shh! Ah, so that's how it is, huh? Okay. Wow, a single is all you need to figure out the whole thing, Bradamanta? Just enough to know there's a good reason for it. Okay, let's fight, shall we? Lady Johanna, would you kick off the proceedings? I'm a pope, I'm gonna choose violence. Hey DK. Okay, let's take this outside if you be so kind. The message is getting kinda mixed here. Come on, Pope Lady, pick a lane. I know, this sort of thing really isn't my forte. Easy there, Lady Johanna. This is a good opportunity for some self-reflection. Now, let's do this. Astolfo, Roland, you guys are better win, okay? Yes, sir! That of course goes for you too, Bradamanta. Me? But I'm your enemy here. Hey, Astolfo. Nah, I don't care about that. You're still one of my top paladins and one of my most trusted companions. More common pope response than you might think. I might be a pope, but... I care way more about that than I do the enemy thing, so good luck, okay? Thank you, my liege. I see, so that's Charlemagne. I'm impressed that you were able to make our Manta blush. But that doesn't mean we're going to roll over and let you win. We're gonna kick your ass. Hold on. I want to save this picture. Get you a pope that can kick your ass. Yeah! Righteous smiches, just like the lady said, we're gonna kick your ass. Oh yeah, you and your reinstatement realm old lady want a piece of us? Huh? There's a pansy ass who doesn't even have the guts to rebel against proper human history get off to talking to us like that. Oh yeah, you better watch your mouth or I'll kick your behind. Try it, punt, good sir. And a 10th was made. I feel like I'm watching a bad street fight. Unofficial or not, is that any way for heroic spirits to behave? Stop that, you're embarrassing yourselves. Do you take yourselves for low-life thugs? To those of you enjoying this as a spectacle, I suggest you reconsider now. Oh, fine. Lady Johanna, do you think you can try to act more, you know, popey? If it's how I'm acting, wait, if it's how I'm acting, it's popey because, well, I'm the Pope. Hey guys, if we're gonna do this, I think we better hurry up. Why is that? Because it looks like that Lancer and Roland kinda didn't back down and things are starting to get weird. What do you say? Now hurry it up! Oh, I see. I really wish you two would just listen to me. Alright, let's do this. Nothing like a good slugfest to get everyone all, simpatico. Okay. I can have 2 other servants, but I can't move? Son of a bitch. Ah, fuck, I went in doubt, just have Ibuki. And let's see. Saber Stoffel time? I don't have Saber Stoffel. Ah, heck, we'll get Bargast. You like how each paladin has their own flavor of weirdness? Oh yeah. Take yours next time. Do I have you added a Stoffel? I don't remember. Oh, sorry about that. You're only really just logging at the moment? Ah. Oh. 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 What the fuck? I don't remember what everything does. Sure hit. 2 hits. Ignore invincible to all allies, so we have to basically just combo this with... Wait, is this the upgraded one? Yeah, increase MP gauge. Slightly increased, and then we combine it with this. Okay, yeah. So I think we got our thing here. Wait. Crit stars, crit strength. No, we don't need that one. Stun. That's NP gauge and invincible. Remove buffs from all enemies. Okay, so what's the order? Oh, actually you apply ignore invincible on your NP. I didn't know that. Increase attack, crit strength, damage to a single enemy. And then a Stuffle was Hippogriff, defense ignore. He ignores invincible just like clothes. And this was invincible for everyone? Yeah. Oh, come on! Where's that NP down? Just before, son of a bitch! Don't tell me that's like 100% down or some shit, I swear to god. That's... oh god. Yeah, that could have been a lot more damage, but what the fuck? Is it like a one-turn thing? No, it's a multi-turn thing. What the fuck? For 3 turns? Bruh. Oh, you have gotta be fucking kidding me. What? What? Sleep? Oh, he gets forced invincible so it doesn't proc the sleep. Are you bro? Oh, you son of a bitch. Tired himself out by how hard and far he can run naked. Bruh. Oh. Nah, Savo. Set your MP to 0. Increase MP for everyone else.
平穏で
無敵最強さてさて
And apply guns. Actually, wait, how does targeting priority work here in this case? Wait. Could run the turn to find out. Yeah, kind of wondering about that. Does it go like from top left and then to bottom right in that order? Or does it... Wait, so it defaults to Bradamante down there? So is it like a... Isn't like a 1 on top, 2 on bottom, then 3 middle, 4 is bottom middle, top right is 5, bottom right is 6? So if I target the Lancer, would that default to the... Wait. Oh no, not the Lancer, the Oh, bro, you know what I wish for? I really wish we can see, like, if target dies, next target will be this. So we don't have to do this fucking guesswork. So if we target the Lancer first... Whoop. Wait, it goes to... Wait. So what if we target the Assassin first? Or, and assuming the NP kills, because I'm pretty sure with it being, I'm assuming MP5, it would do a hell of a lot. So then, wait. Huh? So, what if we did it like this? Why does it all default to Bradamante? Oh, that's some bullshit. So you can't target, you can't try to eliminate 2 of them to then default to, what the fuck? Could be danger prioritized? Maybe. What would really help would be if they actually let us select who the next targets would be, so we can actually be more precise with this shit. But I'm just yelling at the clouds of this right because law FGO kill all, but what the fuck? And ignoring Vince. Well, oh.
難しいわよね。魔力ピピピ。オッケーマスター、そう
This
いう
is why I love you, Ibuki.
敬え、人知の及ばぬものが世にあるとここにて思え。真剣さなぎの太刀。
こうだ。
Ibuki sweep. While everyone else fighting for their fucking lives, like when it's finally Ibuki's turn, it's like, okay, I'll do my thing. Sweep. I wonder if we get to keep this outfit. Nah. You know, that'd be hilarious to show, like once all the Lostbelt business is done, we restore Earth, and then we somehow report back to the Mage Association, and then we show them like the Emperor Mystic Code. It's like, so you were trying to take the role of an Emperor, and it's like, yeah, look, a lot of stuff went down here. Ibuki carrying the world on her back, and much more. We lost. I'm sorry, Your Holiness. That's okay. This was still refreshing. I mean, purifying. Congratulations. You beat us all black and blue, me included. Arguably, my life doesn't mean anything. But right now, these other servants are a lot like little lost birds, with nowhere else to go. So please, I implore you to offer them refuge, and while we're at it, please feel free to make use of me as well. I should still have at least some value. I see. Yikes, that's unnerving. Oh well, I know it's a rather brazen request. Heck, for that matter, they probably already know exactly what I'm up to. Man, why do they have to have a detective on their side? How come she keeps making those funny faces? Sir. Lady Johanna probably still has at least a little hostility towards proper human history. So it makes sense considering her circumstances. However, that's not relevant to our business here. There are many servants from the reinstatement realm who still adore her, and I'm sure her priority is saving them. On this episode of Pope Fights, nothing but a steel chair and weapon grade sass. And a gun. Even if she knows they'll all disappear should the singularity be repaired, I'm sure they'd rather do so in victory instead of defeat. So she's doing her best to respect their wishes and show how useful she can be. She may be okay with their death, but she's also well aware that it would ruin any chance we have of a coalition between the righteous and reinstatement realms. So long as she's trying to act useless, so that will ultimately kill her with kindness. Wait. That sounds complicated. You there, Lady Sancho. Please get out of my head. I'm sorry, part of me is Rocinante, you see. So, I'm missing just a bit of humanity. Oh, if you ask me, you have more than enough to go around. Yeah, that's complicated, alright. So, what do we do? Your Holiness? Yes? I mean, yes, Kirby, Master of Proper Human History. What is it? Even if you have a grudge against us, we still need your help. Will you lend it to us? Alright, as long as it's within my power. Is this your doing, Mr. Holmes? My doing? You mean did I teach her that this would be the most effective way to get you to agree? No, I did not. Oh, I need a water break. I can assure you that Miss Kirby spoke entirely of her own accord. Seriously? Seriously? I have deduced? No. This isn't even that. This is merely a fairly obvious fact. Pope Johanna, you possess immense strength against those who are similarly strong. Your innate desire to rebel against proper human history has made you more than willing to stand your ground in the face of heroes and champions. But pleas from the weak are much more likely to move you. And why shouldn't that be the case? You're the Pope. Your strength is proudly derived from love. You are the voice of countless believers too weak to speak for themselves. As such, you are nearly incapable of refusing a request from one who is weak. Hey, wait a second. Wait a second. Holmes! I didn't sign up for this roasting. Even should that person not be one of your devout followers, your love simply will not allow you to do otherwise. Am I wrong, proud Pope Johanna? Okay, fine. I'll be whatever you want me to be, even a figurehead. But in exchange, I want you to promise me that you won't misuse the servants of our realm, like making them into decoys or servant shields or anything like that. Done. You have my word as Charlemagne that we will not mistreat them in any way. Charles the Great, Pope Johanna. The two of you together should be all we need in terms of figureheads. Please don't make that face, Pope Johanna. At times, our history simply cannot help but dream big. I know. You don't have to tell me. Anyway, that was our forces at 1,005, while the Revenge Realm must have at least 12,000 troops. I guess they have a much higher percentage of heroic spirits in their forces too. The only way we can defeat a force over 10 times our size is with a plan, but precious few strategies could carry us so far. Most good tactics need at least a few more soldiers than we've got, or they just plain don't work. So, we got pretty much just one option. Indeed. Say, have you guys ever played Dynasty Warriors? We must send in a small elite force to take Kramo's head. We'll have the other servants bring up the rear and do everything they can to delay any pursuers. The front line will be me, Stoffel, Roland, Holmes, Bradavanta, Dearwood. Pretty much everyone here, actually. We're all in charge. We're all charging together. You'll be up there on the front line with us too, right, Kirby? Yep. Hang on, I want to be on the front line as well. No, Don Quixote, I need you in the middle. My guess is even the very best of us won't be able to hold out against a throng of enemy soldiers pouring down on us like a cloudburst. We'll be lucky if even one of us comes back from that. Ow! So if and when that time comes, Don Quixote de la Mancha, I need an experienced knight-errant like yourself to lead the next vanguard. It would be my honor. Sir... No, don't try to stop me, Sancho. I'm a servant. I could never forgive myself if I sat this out. All that aside, I'm really not liking these odds. Sorry it took so long, everyone. Caddick is back. Oh, that was quicker than I expected. Did it prove fruitful? Yes, very much so. Allow me to offer a correction on an earlier point. Charlemagne said that you would be lucky to have a single servant survive. But what if we factor in one more servant to our plan? So tired. Welcome back. You find someone, Caddick? Yeah, I did. Come on in. My name is Siegfried. I would like to join the Righteous Realm and Reinstatement Realm's coalition army. My body, my armor, is invincible steel, bathed in dragon's blood. If it's not too much trouble, I would like you to let me lead the vanguard. Oh. Are you for real? Is this fate? Astolfo was the first to say what everyone else was thinking. Or Caddick. Yeah, Caddick's been running himself ragged. He's just that good. If he's so good, why isn't there a Caddick too? Siegfried. Now I see. No wonder Zhangdrui kept him sealed away. As far as Creamhill is concerned, he is the ultimate landmine. Whether ally or enemy, his presence, or his very presence, will throw her off. Excuse me. Maybe it's best for Caddick to not get involved this summer? The man can't handle that nonsense so soon after waking up. What do you mean? Oh, I get you. We'll save him for Christmas. That'll be an easier time, right? Or how about Halloween involving Liz? That aside, Caddick, are you certain that was Moriarty? New welfare Santa Caddick. Oh, dude, I mean, there's one thing I like to see Caddick's reaction for event-wise. I like to see him, like, experience the servant verse. He'd be like, what the fuck is all this shit? I was like, don't worry about it. What the fuck are these particles? I was like, well, which ones? We got a whole databank's worth of different particles for you to look at. They all say the same thing, it's just random shit. A welfare that's just Caddick and Liz cosplay? Oh god. Yeah, I am. I don't care how good a caster you are. There's no way anyone could replicate him that perfectly with an illusion. Caddick surprised everyone's like, you get used to it? Like, we got summer, Halloween, Christmas, Valentine's, like, whatever other seasonal event that you can also throw in the mix. No. I want to see him. I want to see Caddick's reaction to like the Setsuban Tower thing, or just any event with 100 floors, and then he'll go like, "Bro, we gotta go through 100 fucking floors." But yeah, but how'd you like to go through 100 floors again? It's like, oh fuck that, I'm out of here. like for the post-event stuff. I was like, no, you do that shit. I ain't going through that. I ain't going through that again. A weird time-screwed singularity where it's all of that at once. Oh god. Just give him the gauntlet. Oh yeah, Gouda. Yeah. I want to see how Caddick adapts to a Gouda event. Oh no, dude, how would he? I mean, we probably know what his reaction would be to the little Nobus. Oh god. He was definitely the real deal. I see. Did you talk about anything else? I should have a full log of our conversation. Well, actually, I just looked over it. And I'm afraid all the data from the point Caddick ran into Moriarty has been corrupted beyond recovery. Caddick themed mini Nobus? Oh god. You just have like perpetually like pessimistic and depressing Nobus or something. The same is true for the video logs as well. Definitely the work of an inexcusably bad professor. Bad professor? Does that mean Miss Curiolite also thinks there's such a thing as a good professor? Ahem, he must have destroyed the record so as not to deny me any clues. Well, I already told you everything we talked about. Anything you can glean from that? Nobu. Oh god. Ordinarily, yes. But this time, no luck. Unlike my poor condition in Olympus, this latest situation isn't affecting my overall spirit origin. But in this case, I simply cannot organize my thoughts about this Moriarty. By all rights, I should be the one to triumph over him. He was without question my greatest rival. I fought him at the Reichenbach Falls, and we both went over together. Our battle may technically have ended in a draw, but as I was the one to survive, I can claim victory. That was true in both Sir Doyle's novel and in reality. You mean you returned from your great hiatus, the adventure of the empty house? But this time, I cannot see a path to victory. Perhaps that's because he is a foreign disciple, or perhaps it's because... Because what? Because it is simply not possible for me to win. At any rate, let us turn our attention to Kriemhilde. Now that she has acquired a second Holy Grail, she is without question our most formidable foe. I'm here, Charlemagne. Great, here, have a seat. Can you scooch a bit? That's it, right there in the corner. Oh, did you also bring a blanket like I told you to? These stone floors can get really cold. Okay, I want you to hide here and watch what happens. Huh? There might not be a point to this, but I think you'll probably want to know what happens. She may not seem like she wants to tell us, but I got a pretty good sense that she actually does. And I'm also guessing I'm the only one she can talk to about it. Go for it, please. You got it. What did you need? Hiya. I just wanted to have a little chat. I already told the others about this, but I didn't get a chance with you since you showed up later. Okay. Well, that's fine with me, so what is this about? We already agreed to work together, and I'll just be praying in the middle guard during battle. Yeesh, you really don't want to be here, do you? Anyway, I just figured it'd be a good idea to get your real feelings off your chest before the battle. I'm sure you got plenty to share, right? Anger, fury, rage. That's all the same feeling, jerk. I know, I just didn't think it'd be right of me to name any of the others. If I could share how I really felt, I'd already be doing that. It's not that simple. But hey, there's nobody here, right? You are, Charlemagne. I'm pretty sure the father of Europe counts as somebody. Oh, that. Well, that's only half true. Huh? Well, the other Charles the Great accomplished all that amazing stuff and became the father of Europe. The other Charles the Great? So then, you're the aspect that collected all the, leftover legends. And you're actually closer to a phantasm than anything. Exactly. It's a lot like your situation. Actually, mine might even be worse. I mean, I'm pretty much all empty fantasy. Well, this is proper human history, I'd never be summoned as a servant at all. He lies as naturally as he breathes. But why? Different aspects of a heroic spirit are summoned as servants all the time. It's because the real Charles the Great's accomplishments are too damn amazing. He did things everyone thought were impossible, and claimed the spot at the very pinnacle of history. He didn't have a flying demonic beast or a legendary sacred sword. He built Europe as we know it, through war and political savvy alone, or so the story goes anyway. So there was basically no room left for a guy like me to exist. Maybe that's not true for the 12 Paladins, but honestly, they don't really need me to exist. But everyone loves stories about you, right? But me, I was denounced as an imposter. Yeah. Not much you can do about that. What with your name being inscribed in Papo history. Nothing, Astolfo! But you still understand how people think about you, right? Some people might be sad when they learn you didn't really exist. But I doubt there really are that many people in proper human history who would laugh at you for being it. For being an imposter. It's not true that proper human history didn't want you. You're here because it did. The fact that you didn't actually exist despite that is what made you a legend, refute it or not. You thought she was real before they said otherwise? Yeah, same here. It just makes it all the more, like, all the more sad that they went through a lot to basically disprove her existence. So now I just feel bad for her. If no one really wanted you to be real, your legend would have just faded away. Just pop. Like a soap bubble. Like a bubble. Constantino said the same thing. That my name, remaining part of history, has meaning. Oh, so you've heard all this before. But I just don't get it. How can you bear knowing that your whole life was a meaningless fantasy? I guess because I wield my sword for the people who believed in me. So what if you didn't stick around in the texture of reality? So what if someone thinks you're just a dream? It's not just that. I was so angry at proper human history that I helped others rebel against it. And the very fact that you feel guilty about it proves that you're finally on the side you were meant to be on. I wonder if Konstantinos knew this was going to happen. Well, probably not, but... But what? I do think he was okay with you going either way. If you wanted to keep rebelling against proper human history, he would support that. And if you decided you were okay with helping it anyway, he'd see you off with a smile. But why would he? I don't really think it's my place to say. Huh? Cute Pope. Well, if you really want to know, you should ask Bradamanta. Anywho, you may never completely let go of that anger and resentment. But that's okay. I mean, you're hardly the first to have beef with proper human history. And it's always the servants who can put their beef aside, who answer the call of a summon. So until you exit the singularity, I just want you to think about whether or not you can do that. Alright, I'll try to think about it. Oh, and I'll try asking Bradamanta about this too. You have my gratitude. No need to be formal. You can just say thank you. Thanks, Kingy. Kingy? Whoa, kinda went for 0 to 60 on the casualness in no time flat there, huh? Get you a cute lady pope that sticks your tongue out and jest. Konstantinos, huh? I wish I could have talked with him more. Well, there you go. Sorry for making you hide. That's okay. She might not have been able to open up as much if she had known I was here. Exactly. But I'm sure you also wanted to know how she really felt, right? I'll do my best to help her put her beef aside. Me too. Forgive me, Master. There's something I wanted to talk to you about. Oh, hey, Siegfried, I'm guessing this isn't the kind of conversation you want anyone else hearing, huh? Okay then, I'll give you guys some space. Thanks! I'm told you and I fought side by side once before. I'm sorry I have no memory of it. I only hope I proved useful in that battle. At any rate, I have a favor to ask you. Once I tell you what it is, I'll understand. I'll understand if you decide to kill me. Hold on. I just disconnected from Chaldea. I see. I forgot you were a part of Chaldea. Thank you, Master. So, here is my request. Speechless. I'm sorry. I truly am. So, do you know what he was talking about, Bradamanta? Well, I'm pretty sure that's because you and Konstantinos were deeply in love. Oh. What? Huh? Oh, come on, are you saying you really had no idea? Well, I didn't think it was anything romantic. I thought he just liked me as a friend or like family, or that he felt sorry for me. I'm pretty sure he loved you for all those reasons. Oh, I hope I didn't upset you. Still, if nothing else, I'm certain Konstantinos didn't leave any regret, or have any regrets. I never said I was upset. I didn't say anything like that. I'm just, well, taken aback. I see. You don't have any romantic experience, do you? Apparently I had lots, but I don't remember any of it. Besides, I'm an imposter, so I'm sure none of those experiences actually happened. Astolfo, hold, cease. Wait, does that mean the, ex-boyfriend I don't remember is the Faceless 2D man? Bruh. Let's not go there. Nothing good can come from going down that path. It doesn't matter if you don't know who they are. Hey, Gris. Anyway, I think we can officially call this your first love, no? That's a little painful to hear. Oh, but I guess it also makes me a little happy and sad at the same time. Oh, that's fine. It's totally normal. I'm pretty sure His Imperial Majesty was the kind of guy who only wanted what was best for the woman he loved. So, when you look back on this war we're about to fight, your whole, no, just Johanna. As long as you're happy and proud of what you've done, then I think that's the greatest reward Lord Konstantinos could have asked for. That might be easier said than done. I mean, I'm still sad that he's gone now. Oh, grief is just as viable an emotion as any other. After all, we wouldn't be sad about oh god, okay, 1 second. Bah. After all, we wouldn't be sad about losing something if we didn't love it in the first place. Yeah, good point. Thank you, Bradamanta. Not at all. What's wrong, Holmes? I was just thinking about Moriarty's abilities, but I don't have enough information to draw any conclusions. What about the ability he used to make Vlad rebel against proper human history? Or wait, what about the ability he used to make Vlad rebel against proper human history? Would that be a clue? You might think so, but would he truly be so careless as to let slip such an important clue right before of my eyes? Right before my eyes. That only raises more questions. Who knows? Perhaps that was his goal, or perhaps that was his goal in doing so all along. I see what you mean. It's easy to keep going around in circles. You should get some rest yourself, Miss Curiolite. Given that Charlemagne cannot remain for long, we'll need to leave in no more than 5 hours. Okay, I'll go get a little sleep. Good night, Holmes. Moriarty, what is it you know about me? I know everything about you, Sherlock Holmes. I haven't yet decided whether you merit my respect or disgust, though. Now then, which side will win this upcoming battle? Kremel, who is driven to seek revenge on Siegfried? Or Chaldea, that is, the righteous realm, who is burdened with saving the very world? The side that wins will win? Okay, Mr. Bandwagoner. Well, at this point, I suppose it hardly matters. In fact, under these circumstances, I would even say that I prefer to see Chaldea win. It would give me an excellent motive to defeat Sherlock Holmes. So please, go ahead, Chaldeans. Save the world like you always do, right before you destroy it. The writer really nailed the Moriarty Holmes there. Yeah. Oh, I really wonder how this will all play out once we finally get around to this part of the story. Once we settle things with the Revenge Realm. 66% battery. Certain conditions. So anyways, I just started blasting with Ibuki. Get out of here, Morgan. God, I really wish there were easier ways to get bond points for everyone. Oh, I really wish you can like... I mean, for one thing, I wish you can get bond points for servants you set up in like your support list, even though technically that might not make sense. But also like, I don't know, dude, there's like so many and you only have like 5 slots to work with. Kind of wish at this point you would just get straight up like bond consumables to just give servants. Got more bond from Grailfront? Yeah, like they kind of, I guess maybe expected more exchanges between every engagement. Actually no, you only, wait, I forget, did you get bond points from every engagement or from just beating someone? Because then, yeah, you'd only get like, what, 50, 60? So that barely amounts to anything. Because yeah, no, that'd be really abusable if it was from every engagement, right? Hang out with servants every couple or every day. Yeah, like how fucking Nikkei does it. Cause like in Nikkei, if I remember correctly from when I watched my friend doing his dailies, right? You can just go through a list of characters or Nikkeis or servants and then you just answer certain questions and raise bond. For someone picking down the line of thought. Yeah, I only just realized like the implications from that, but yeah. You mean meta supports get their bond speed run, even if as low as 1 point per use? Yeah, that too. But yeah, like, I just wish there were just more ways of getting bond points, especially like, I believe you guys have told me like, way later that like, wait, was it during like those ordeal calls or whatever, where they would give bonuses to servants who were bond 11 or higher, I believe? Post LB7? Yeah, so then like if they start giving bonuses for having bond that high, like honestly, you know, like either we could just copy something like what Nikkei does, and also just, I mean at this point, even though it would kind of add on to like the list of like your usual gacha timers or like more maintenance in that way, I really wish you could just leave servants in like a certain squad or list to automatically build up bond. So that like you can just passively build it up without having to like manually burn AP all day every day. And even then, Like even if you were like on point with burning AP at every single opportunity, you wouldn't really be able to level up most servants' bonds to even like level 6 or 7. Even if you like equalize like the top end of however many servants you got and spread that amongst like the rest of your roster, that would barely amount to bond 6 or 7 on average between every servant. No, not even bond 7. Like maybe I don't even think bond 6. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, I just really wish there were more ways to acquire bond. Like, that's all, dude. So wait, Nikkei's adding so much content right now. 2.0, they're vampire survivors right now. Yeah, a friend told me about that. Like they're permanently adding it. I'm like, bro. I mean, part of me kind of wishes I got into Nikkei at the start. Seeing like, cause like I thought Nikkei would have been just one of those things that like it probably waned in popularity but still linger around, but no, they've been popping off with all these like kick-ass updates and everything. I'm like, bro, they are cooking, especially with that like that new banner with bunny suit soda. I'm like, bro, how did they get away with that? How did they get away with that design? The fucking like, you know, hair clip and the little accessory by the thigh. I'm just like, bruh. I'm like, whoo. How the fuck? Yeah, dude, that's fucking crazy. But yeah, like, I mean, I shouldn't really be of the mind of like, of it being too late to start up a gacha, but usually, like, if I make a call to start up a new gacha, it would usually be like when it comes out, so I can just play as it updates and everything, and not like probably feel like I'd have to eternally catch up or something at this point with like, let's say, Nikkei's current content or whatever other game. Although I guess like admittedly there was like, I did get into Grand Blue late, all things considered, considering how long Grand Blue's been out for when I first started. Unsubscribe from life. If there's anything that tickles you. But yeah, like just kind of like seeing all the things in Nikkei content wise, I'm like, dude, that's so cool. Like, I'm not sure if I'd like have the determination to like install and maintain or keep up with Nikkei at this point, given how late to the party I am, and given that, you know, I mean I had my chance when the anniversary stuff was going on, but yeah, oh well. I'm still surprised that like my friend is like he spends like a fair amount, or I guess like just enough on Nikkei that like I think within his particular like grouping or whatever with like rankings or however it works, it's like it's not like server wide, but it's like grouping based on a certain set of like players or whatever, right? He's always like top 1 or 2 in his grouping or some shit. They respect your time a lot. But yeah, like whenever I see him with his rankings or something, he's always like top 1 or 2. Except for like PvP, because like there's like 1 or 2 whales within his grouping that's like that spends even more than he does, and I'm like, goddamn. Although he has like the funniest cheese team that I've ever seen, and it has to do with Emilia. Like basically he has his whole team do his thing. Everyone fucking dies, but Emilia stays alive because she endures with 1 health for some reason. And then she lives long enough to burst everyone down in 1 shot. Unless, like, the team is just that overstated or overleveled, where they can tank it and win the fight from after that. But yeah, it's just so funny. He just uses that and just deletes any other PvP team he goes up against at this point. Emilia is just that broken, or however the heck his team is set up. She just remains invincible and then just blasts everyone after waiting like 2 more seconds or something. So wait, 20 minutes a day, Guild Wars. Guild Wars! Okay. So, sorry about the whole tangent. Let's get going. Morning. All set? You know it. Awesome. I'm so sorry, Master. The Ordinax's maintenance is coming along well. But I'm afraid there's still some malfunctions that will probably prevent me from joining you in this battle. It's okay, Mash. You can join us whenever you're able. Thank you, Master. She'll only come up during, like, probably the final 2 sections of this whole thing. The actual universe and lore is actually really good. Really consistent, never saying anything carelessly. Closing circles tie everything together. That's really nice to hear. I gotta say though, it's gonna be rough for us without a shielder here. I know. I'm sorry. Don't worry, we'll find another one. Wait. Hey, none of that elbowing in the ribs or stopping my foot shit for telling the truth. Alright. I was like, how dare you talk shit about my kohai? The Revenge Realm is home to Creamhill, Zhangjoy, and 12,000 servants. They've also got a mysterious archer who killed Constantinos from over 20 kilometers away. Oh, right. Saying the odds are against us would be way underselling it. You could even say we're pretty much guaranteed to lose. So if we're fighting if we were fighting a conventional war, that is. Also depressing as hell. Yeah, like I had my same friend show me like one of the early chapters of Nikkei with one of its depressing moments, and I'm like, oh, that's depressing. But yeah, like honestly, out of all the other gachas like out there that are like probably as high in terms of like quality of its like content and what have you, whatever, like Nikkei would definitely be the ones, like definitely be one of the ones up there along with like Star Rail and stuff, with all like the kick-ass updates and just how in tune, I guess, like the devs are with the player base and how they implement things or what they put in and all that. How do you balance the horny with depression? All I know about depression, like with Nikkei, a cat. And I'm like, again, I saw a video explaining that. I was like, what's the whole deal with the cat? And then I saw the video, I'm like, We're all heroes. Triumphing over impossible odds is what we do best. Didn't we just get our teeth kicked in a pretty... Wait. Oh, didn't we just get our teeth kicked in a pretty similar battle? No, it's different now, though. Well, we don't have a secret we need to protect anymore. So all we have to do is keep moving forward, regardless of what's in our way. Also, damn with Stuffwood, don't be such a downer. Once we're done here, you're gonna give me 10 laps around campus. Okie dokie. As for the archer, I came up with a plan. Go watch the original Christmas it's for Bryce. The Christmas video. When? Well, my first thought was to lash roll into a wait, lash? Huh. Lash roll into a spear and use him as a shield. What is wrong with you? So yeah, I thought better of that one. Instead, I'll go. My noble phantasm should be able to endure this archer's arrows, no matter how strong they may be. So I'll fight on the front line and use my sword primarily for defense. The only problem is I won't be able to pay much attention to nearby enemy soldiers. Oh, don't worry about that. Kirby, me and my paladins will handle them. Except for you, Astolfo. Huh? You're my secret anti-archer weapon. I want you to walk with us until the archer makes their move. Then take them down no matter what. As you wish, Your Imperial Majesty. I'll fight like my life depends on it. So wait, they retroactively voiced Nikkei's OG Christmas event that wasn't voiced? Bro, no other gacha dev or dev in general would do that. Well, except for certain, like, extra circumstances, like with Granblue and COVID impacting recordings. But aside from that, bro, retroactively voicing shit? Dude, that's crazy. At least as far as I know, I don't think I've heard of any other dev retroactively adding in voices. The only other time a dev would retroactively add in voices would be if they forget to add voices. MiHoYo with forgetting Argentina's English voice. I mean, what? Don Quixote, I want you protecting Count Vlad, Pope Johanna, and Sancho from the middle guard. Yes, sir! Most of us just had to worry about charging ahead, but you're a knight, which makes you the best choice to protect the middle. Sir Quixote, as a fellow seasoned knight-errant, I'll be counting on you to keep those three safe. It will be my honor. Good, I'll be counting on you as well. Really do consider Nikkei? Dedicate PC client? Yeah, that's also like another thing that has like it, what was it? Like that's like another thing Nikkei really has going for it. An actual PC client. More gachas in general need to consider an actual PC client. Like it might be more resources to set it up and put out initially, but it'll help so much compared to like, let's say like how my phone is suffering with Granblue right here with needing to drain the battery every single goddamn night I want to stream this shit. Gachas really are just keeping up on pushing things to the limit. If you're not a lumbering giant zombie. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much like within the gacha space and everything. Like, if you seriously want any staying power, and you can, no gacha at this point in time can be Granblue or FGO just because they've already built up or had their IP set up for them. So then they can essentially rest on their laurels. Not to say that they completely do, although they kind of do a fair amount. Like, at this point, you would need something with the level of production and polish of what MiHoYo puts out with like Honkai Impact, Genshin, Star Rail, and shift up with like Nikkei and... Or is it just Nikkei? I forget. What else have they worked on? But like, yeah, with the level of production and care and whatever from like Nikkei, like, yeah, like you actually had to take it seriously and actually make it a good game in order to have it, one, like stand up to the test of time, and two, actually be profitable once the player base goes, oh, this is actually a good ass game. I feel like it's actually worth spending my money on this, that it won't die within a year or two. Maybe it can live beyond that and I can keep playing and also spending because it's just that worth it. But yet we see like all the other dumpster fire mobile games out there that are very clearly low effort cash grabs with how expensive their shit is, or how bad, or even like how bad their rates are, if not just outright lying to you. Sadly, the Trails Gacha didn't get that memo. Yeah. Like, if anyone is up to date on like the recent gacha releases, the Trails of Cold Steel Northern War gacha got released globally, and it's a hot dumpster fire because one, machine translated, two, machine translated with no proofreading, three, like the monetization is immediately shit, skins are pay to win stats, like, and also like the character bios, if you look at it, have either a lot of typos or have the incorrect info, like saying that Chloe met Rean Schwarzer at Genesis Academy during the Trails in the Sky trilogy when Rean's first appearance was in the Cold Steel games. That, you know, his own specific arc in the Trails series. What do you mean he popped up during the first 3 games? God, like, if you even just read up on the basic synopsis of every single Trails game, not even delving deep, just the brief introductory synopses of the Trails series, how would you even make that mistake by saying Rean was in Trails in the Sky? Along with many other baffling things about the Trails gacha. Like, bro, I'm so upset over the Northern War gacha existing. Like, you have shit like that compared to actual gachas that actually give a shit about being games like Star Rail and Nikkei. So wait, another thing to note, or I think not only are MiHoYo's games and Nikkei not gachas made for a pre-existing franchise, they're original and thus can exploit people's pre-existing feelings. Yeah, also, hello Mimi Dragoons. We're just having a big tangent for this, we're having a lot of tangents about like gachas and other stuff in general right now. So don't mind me if we're kind of like stalling out the reading for this. Because man, this is like a lot of stuff we want to get off. This is like a lot of stuff I want to get off my chest, and I'm assuming a lot of us want to get off of our respective chests as well. But yeah, add you in Discord and tell you if I want to start Nikkei. Oh yeah, sure. I mean, I'm probably not as much as I would like to, but like I would definitely still respect and recommend Nikkei to other people if they're looking for other gachas to play instead. Like, I've seen the updates, the content, the memes, and just how much the devs actually care. But yeah, a lot of gachas preying on fans of any game or anime series. Yeah, like again, like we've seen with like any other gacha based off, let's say like, I don't know, like your Sword Art or recently Trails, or like I guess if you look over in the West, like Marvel mobile games, or you know, any shit like that. I don't know anything about Marvel Snap, but putting that aside, like just like other cases in general, it's just like it's so jarring and blatant, like the difference, or blatant, I don't remember, like the difference in quality and actual passion between stuff like Star Rail and Nikkei versus like the Trails gacha, or other things in the West, like with any dumpster fire mobile game like Marvel related, Star Wars related, or just anything in the West for the most part, that you can tell that they're just doing the bare minimum and just trying to maximize profit, like as a Skinner box more than anything else. So MiHoYo's games are already exploiting their own fans in their own games, the Ride and Make clones. Look, we don't talk about that. I mean, technically, like, there's kind of that too with like the exported characters and everything, but like, I don't know, like, at the very least, like the games themselves are good enough that we get excited for this, compared to, let's say, like, oh, here's like a DC Universe mobile game, and hey, we just have like all these different framed editions of like your usual Batmans, Supermans, and whoever the fuck you probably don't give a shit about. But I don't know, because like at that point, like they're just only selling those characters just based off of like, hey, you like Superman, right? So go like install and go spend money for Superman. But like, what about the game? Oh, but you just want to buy Superman, right? Go buy him. Buy our pulls right here. I'm just like, bruh. At the very least, in like MiHoYo's case with like the Raiden Mei clones or clones or exported characters from their own IPs, at least there's actual games that they exist in, which is the main takeaway, I believe. Okay, I think that's enough like Gacha ranting and tangents and all that stuff. Let's continue. Okay, Lady Kirby, let me give you this now before things get hectic. The Holy Grail! That's right. Since your survival matters more than any of us, I want you to have it. Okay, Shufu. I'm assigning you to the middle too. Can I go home if I get tired? Go nuts! I'm not sure how easy it'd be for you to make it back in the heat of battle though. What about me, Emperor Charlemagne? Can you bring up the rear? Of course, bringing up the rear is a knight's greatest honor. Consider it done. No, sir, you can't trade places with them just because you're jealous. I know that! This marks the beginning of our second major battle. Even attempting tactics or coordinating troop movements would be an exercise in futility. Our only path to victory is to keep pushing forward as fast as we can. Once we leave this place, we will no longer have the luxury of turning back. If you don't think you can handle what is being asked of you, then either end yourself now or go over to the enemy's side. Damn! Vlad with the LTG right there. Alright, my master. Before we leave for the battlefield, there is a ritual we must complete. Please, give us the order. Everyone, move out! Hey, that's not my mystic code. Our lookouts have reported that the entire Righteous/Reinstatement Realm's combined army is on the move. All 1,005 of them. Oh, that's it? They're valiant soldiers. Valiant soldiers? Remember this well, Caster. Valiant soldiers are those who fight as though their lives depended on it. They never once hesitate or waver. They are the strongest kind of soldier in the world. Be that as it may, we're under no obligation to face them head on. We can just take our time surrounding them. No, we're going to fight them with everything we've got. Aww. If we show any hesitation, they'll pounce on it in a heartbeat. The only match for their mad soldiers is our own mad soldiers. Prepare Tamitomo. Have him snipe the elite servants that will surely be found among their front ranks. At once. I'll wait here. Remember, all of you, failure is not an option. If our enemy should make it to this throne room, I expect all of you who still live to pay with your lives. Yes, my queen. Creamwood's heart starts to beat faster, elated at the thought of what's to come. She imagines every servant in the Revenge Realm slaughtering their weak enemies with all their might. The strategic part of her mind, however, understands that they will be in for a difficult fight. She knows the enemy's bonds are tight and that they will charge forward with no fear for their own lives. Against foes like these, who refuse to even let their allies be caught in friendly fire, Jingjoy's special Chi Men Dunjia would be useless. They will let nothing stop their advance on the castle. Even so, it won't stop me from saying this. Die. Die. I want every last one of you to drop dead. Death is what has defined my life. We're about to make first contact with the enemy. Is everyone ready? All good here. Oh yeah. Right, okay everyone. These plains are our first battlefield. The enemy army will try to pressure our left and right flanks. Meanwhile, we're, of course, going to keep trying to break through their center. The servants on our right and left flank will probably try to chase us down. But just ignore them. All we need to do is get through this... Wait, all we need to do to get through this is to be faster than them. I see, so it's a race, huh? That'll keep things nice and simple. Yep, and if we let them drag out our head-on assault, that'll be it for us. Alright, let's do this. My name is Charles. You all know the rest. You can at least give us your full name, my liege. Oh.
まあ加減が難しいんだよね。はい、NSS サービスです。もちろんお望みのままに。失礼、こちらの話です。はい、NSS サービスです。オッケー、臨時はーい。
うっしよここよ。その境、もろくうつろなることを知るがいい。草薙のタッチ。
完全配列許しますわ。そういうのもありよね。
敬え、人知の及ばぬものが世にあるとここにて思え。真剣草薙の太刀。
加減が難しいんだよね。はい、NSS サービスです。もちろんお望みのままに。
See how best to do this.
気が引きいいとも。
は
低センスの鎧。
Yeah, I kind of figures you weren't gonna do that. Come on, hit it. No, hit it, Boogie. Actually, no, I think this will work out. Actually, wait, how many enemies did they say I need to kill again? 10, right? Well, I've made my decision.
ーい、オッケー。そういうのもありよね。
うっしよとここよ。その境、もろくうつろなることを知るがいい。草薙のタッチ。
契約を続行し
Oh
ます。
yeah, it was 10. Okay.
いい判断です。それでこそ私のマスター。
Damn, we're just like blitzing right through. Keep up the pressure. We got them, and we haven't lost any. We haven't even lost any momentum. Move, move, move! This is as far as I go. Good luck, my friends. Same here. Let's go. You know it! Keep running! Kirby, here's a stim map. Thanks! No need to thank me. You're basically taking on an advance on your own lifespan when you use these things. Even with your Mystic Code boost, it's no easy feat to keep pace with servants for this long. Alright, enough's enough. I'm doing this whether you like it or not. Did you really tug me under your arm? You got a better idea? All the servants already have their hands full. Why, you're not gonna princess carry me? Now hold on, I'm running for it. Alert! Alert! The Revenge Realm sent in demonic beasts! And the enemy has caught up to the rear! Lord Deermid is fending them off as we speak. I see. Well, as he said, bringing up the rear is a knight's greatest honor. Come on, we need to keep moving. Defeat 10 enemies. Okay, same deal. Can I greed and hold off for one turn? Okay, now I'll do this out of caution. Not 100% sure. Okay, that's way overkill. Okay, now I can add the other one. Oh, wait, that's... Ah, no, the other bus buff should be enough to overcome the archer. Ooh. Yeah. We would know we'd fail the kill if one of them got a buster down, meaning they lived. Because you would need to live to receive the debuff. Actually would have killed if it was a crit. Hide? You think you can hide from Ibuki? Hello Foxforce, thank you for the raid. Hello, hello. What were you doing earlier? Welcome raiders. Welcome to more. Welcome to Lostbelt 6.5 in FGO. We are in section, I believe, 19 right now, if I remember correctly. On our way to the ending, assuming my phone battery lasts. Hello Zenki, how you doing? Yeah, section 19. Alright, we gotta keep going. We gotta keep deleting everything with Ibuki. Yeah, I'm doing well. Progressing through Traum. Had a lot of tangents earlier about low quality gachas versus like ones that actually put a lot of effort into them. Mainly talking about like Nikkei with their banger updates and everything. Even though I haven't played the game, but I've kept up with like the news I've seen from it. I actually kind of wish I started playing Nikkei because like I thought that Nikkei was only horny bait, No, Tourney Bait and also a good game. I'm like, ah, damn. Kind of wish I picked it up then. And also, you know, the usual stuff about like MiHoYo, mainly pertaining to Star Rail since I've only played Star Rail. But yeah. Okay. Let me go get a drink real quick before I read more. Hey Setika, Nikkei is an old school on-rail shooter, which you like? Yeah. Like, all things considered, like, Nikkei is relatively simple, and it has like a full auto feature once you get your Nikkeis like built up enough so you can kind of just coast along from like dailies or whatever after you get over that like early game hurdle and all that we can't really get into for some reason. Oh yeah, you can actually have an actual on-rail shooter with Nikkei. Yeah, not in gacha form. Okay. Lord Dearwood, the Vanguard has broken through the demonic beast blockade. I see. Then have the rear guard merge with the middle guard. Archers, keep firing noble phantasms for as long as you can. I'll take things from here. What about you, sir? I'm going to stay behind, of course. Bringing up the rear is the knight's greatest honor. Now go on. You should get out of here before... No, sir. I'm staying too. Teamwork is the key to victory, after all. You do understand you won't survive, right? So what? We may be nowhere close to Hasani Saba's level, but we still do not fear death. Especially not when we have the chance to achieve the kind of glory in battle we never had when we were alive. All we ever wanted was love and peace. If our lives are the cost of that, then we'll pay it gladly. Gonna go lurk as you make food? Alright, Foxress. Take care, enjoy your food, and thanks for the raid. Very well then, assassin. Come then, let us go as far as our path can take us. Yes, sir. Bromance between assassin and Dearwood. Though the road before them was hellish, they moved along with the grace and lightness of those ascending to heaven. Kirby and her team continued to move ever forward, leaving behind everything that might slow them down. Soon they would reach the main gate into the Revenge Realm. It was here that the archer who felled the Byzantine Emperor made his move. Activate the Heavy Bombardment Puppet Archer. Servant, Archer class. True name, Shinzei Hachiro Tamitomo. Target, enemy vanguard. Aim for Charles the Great. The monster began to move. The magical energy being fed to him gave off a ghostly blue light as it swirled about him. The casters who had been called on to aid his noble phantasm with support spells trembled in fear at the living weapon's sheer power. The arrows he fired, each with the same destructive force as a sacred or demonic sword from the age of gods, were closer to ballistic missiles than normal projectiles. Even if they could not be fired freely, they were still sufficiently powerful to smash through Konstantinos' nigh impenetrable defenses. Ready to fire! Stand back! Gochin Yumi Harizuchi, or Zuki. Moonlight Cannon. Fire! Here it comes. Heroes who fight on battlefields sometimes get an intuitive sense of what is to come. It may not reach the level of a properly defined skill, but their wealth of combat experience helps account for the difference. On top of that, Holmes had taken the testimony from Johanna, Bradamanta, and other reinstatement realm servants. He relayed that information to Siegfried, along with an educated guess as to where and when the next arrow would strike. Now, Siegfried had successfully read that timing himself. He could sense the incredibly dense arrow bearing down on them, tearing the air apart as it moved faster than sound. He takes a deep breath. Get back! As he spoke, Siegfried took a terrifying step forward. Behind his back, Astolfo made his move. So far, everything was going as planned. All the others in the vanguard gave them a little space. This, too, was all part of the plan. True Ether. Release! Siegfried's fantastical greatsword, a simultaneously sacred and cursed blade, began to unleash its true power. Pin him down! Don't let him use his noble phantasm! Holding him in place would of course be the end of him. The oncoming arrow would obliterate everything around its point of impact, with no regard for friend or foe. But if it also succeeded in destroying the small enemy army, that would ensure their victory. Those who fell in this battle would finally achieve the glory they sought, the glory known only to those who lived lives complete with triumph. Everyone there saw victory there for the taking, and reached out to try and snatch it. Kirby! Which is why I fell on her to stop them. She quickly set about summoning servants where Siegfried indicated. I'll settle this in no time. Oh. The final line of defense. Any moment now, game. 10 within 6 turns. Thank God I have Lupin.
行きます加減が難しいだよねお参りしていきますひなたに火薬の匂いじゃ抜くそういうはーい
敬え人知の及ばぬものが世にあるとここにて思え真剣さなぎの太刀
完全放題よろしい放題扱ってあげましょうその失礼ご用件は
Okay, should have one more Buster card for turn 3.
災いは今こそお前たちのもとへと来たる真剣草薙の太刀
Oh, wait, 100k? Oh my god.
加減が難しいだよねはい NSS サービスですもちろんお望みのままに
Probably would have to...
そういうのもあるよねまあ大胆
Yeah.
ご用件は
Get the guaranteed kill on one of them, bring out the 10th servant.
スタートチェックメイト
Some of our buffs wore off, but that's why I delayed one of the Klein Skya buffs by 1 turn. And with Oberon's power, we should be able to kill everything.
さてここからだありがとうどうも
じゃ
Part of me kind of wishes they utilize the 6 enemy waves more often to really like hammer in just how many servants there are we need to fend off. So instead of like 10 servants in 6 turns, we have to like fend off like, I don't know, 18, 20 servants in 6 turns with like 6 enemy waves. That'd be cool. I want to get a feeling for that sense of scale. It's only proper for these sequences when we got 12,000 soldiers just like running for our ass. Oh. fucking Dragon Ball ass like beam fight or beam clash. Oh, cancel each other out. Would work for a Muso game. Speaking of Muso games, we already have Fate Muso games. Blue light exploded where sword and arrow met. The air groaned under the immense pressure. Magical energy spilled out wildly in all directions. When the dust settled, the dragon-slaying hero still stood tall. Sadly, Stella isn't that great a one. Aww. Altera cute though. Whoa. Not a scratch on him. Let's go. We should still have some time before the next arrow. He isn't even wounded! This can't be right. It's just not possible. That same arrow even pierced Konstantinos' defenses. It was little wonder that the casters had gone pale at this turn of events. They knew there would be few heroes indeed who could survive that arrow, a kind of cannon shell that would obliterate most humans' frail bodies. Samurai Remnant doesn't have enough enemies in the fight to count as a Muso. Muso adjacent? That's kidding. They had no idea this new warrior, that this new warrior headed their way was both a legendary dragon slayer and one of the greatest heroes of all time. A man whose body became invulnerable after being bathed in dragon blood. When it came to defending a forward march, there were none indeed who could hope to match him. His name was Siegfried, and the pallid light of his sword tore the red sky asunder. That was a cool sequence. 0.9% battery. Actually, I'm kind of wondering how I want to pace things out tonight, because for sure, especially assuming, however, the final 2, maybe even 3 sections will take. There's no way my phone battery will last for the final 2 sections with 50% battery, and I don't want to take a charge break. Kind of like leaning against that. But we'll see how the rest of section 19 plays out first. Shield bearer setup for class release. Oh, with the the Shield Sworn class that just released in Grand Blue, right? I'm in the middle of leveling that up right now leveling its master levels right now when Sandbox. I'm trying to get Sandbox grinding done while I level it because it conveniently uses an axe as a main weapon. I'm like, oh, that means I can use Erish in Sandbox and actually farm defenders with the EXP boost so I can get the freest level 30 ever. And I'm like, oh, hallelujah. I could get like 2 birds, or technically 3 or more with 1 stone here. I'm like, yo, let's go. I can actually burn through my defenders happily. Let's go. He deflected it. The archer's aim was not the problem. Someone had interfered with his arrow's trajectory. The unknown foe's sword was surprisingly durable. It had to be a noble phantasm, no question. It must either be from the Age of Gods or part of an incredible legend. The real problem was what came next. It was not terribly surprising that this unknown hero managed to strike the arrow with his sword. What was surprising was how skillfully he dealt with the tremendous energy in the arrow. No, surprising was not the word for it. It was downright absurd. Most sword fighters attempting to defend against that arrow would still have been annihilated by the incredible amount of magical energy packed into its shaft. But this strange foe could endure even that. And in defiance of all belief, he did so without taking so much as a scratch. Obviously, it had to be some sort of noble phantasm, Perhaps it was one that made him extremely tough or even invincible. 3 hours of cutscenes left until I finish Traum. Yeah, I think if I want to pace this out, maybe I'll have to call it early, like after I finish section 19, and leave the remaining 3 for one final session. I mean, I was planning on having this cut up in like 2 final parts anyways. I was just wondering how much of a final part I'd have. So yeah, judging by how much we probably have for 20 to 22, or sections 20 to 22, and my current phone battery at 48% right now, I'm like, yeah, I'd probably just wrap up this. The final bit is, as I can guess, mostly fights. Oh yeah, I mean, as is like tradition with oh wait, this final bit? Oh, do you mean this final bit of section 19? Oh yeah, because we are just like blitzing it straight to the capital. So it makes sense that there would be like minimal filler. Like, we're not like some kind of shonen anime that would have like some crazy big flashback sequence in the middle of a fist fight or something. Looks like Windbreaker. Also, like, I was watching Windbreaker with my friends like a couple nights ago. I'm like, this is like the concentrated essence of like shonen anime in all its glory. Like, you have like excellent fight choreography, you have people talking it out, like monologues and shit, like you have like the boys like all like squatting up and everything for their next big fight or tournament arc or whatever arc you may have that you can construe as like a tournament or exam or training arc or whatever. And then when you have the big showdowns with like your usual one-on-ones, you got the flashback sequences to show like protagonist side or to show side character 1's backstory, and then like antagonist 1's backstory, and like how you can feel for both of them as they punch the living shit out of each other. But honestly, like, Windbreaker really takes all the shonen anime tropes and really like executes it or executes it with like the most hype you can imagine. It's so fucking absurd. There were many kinds of defensive noble phantasms in this world, and Tamitomo certainly wasn't intimately familiar with all of them. Still, he could at least understand durability. What he could not understand was his foe's unreal skill with his sword. It was not unheard of for skilled sword fighters to deflect bullets with their blade. To fucking MacGyver that shit. But no one could possibly deflect a missile. And there would be no point in even trying, as it would do nothing about the explosion. There was no swordsmanship in the world that could possibly do anything against an arrow with the power of a ballistic missile. Or so he had thought. Revising trajectory. Initiating recalculation. Huh? Hey! What's he doing? He's supposed to wait for our orders before firing. Shut it down! Shut it down now! Damn it! Activate emergency shutdown system. I can't. The system's refusing. You're just giving me an error. You have computers? Are you kidding me? Then does this mean that Shinsei Hachiro Tamitomo is... Yes, he's capable of firing of his own volition. Cut him off! Cut off his magic engine now before he... Nobody stops me. Activated Noble Phantasm. Target, enemy Vanguard hero. Call sign, Dragon. Although Tamitomo hadn't put much thought into the name he gave his target, his selection was more apt than he realized. The Dragon Slayer was in some ways a dragon himself. He bore their impenetrable hide and their sharp fangs. So, what to do? What to do? What to do? Firing volley shots. Parry this, you filthy casual! Tamitomo's arrow split into 3 in his hands. The tower was intended to provide only enough magic energy to fire 1 arrow at a time. But now that restriction was gone. Firing Noble Phantasm. In this singularity, Minamoto Tamitomo had no criteria for right or wrong. He didn't even have the kinds of principles he normally would. His only purpose was to stand there and fire his arrows. But that was all it took to drive him mad. Gochin Yumi Harizuki. Moonlight Cannon. Triple shot. Whoa. A single one of Tamitomo's arrows contained more than enough destructive force to defeat almost most any hero. And now 3 of them streak across the pale red sky towards their target. Here comes another one. All of you, stand back. Come in real fast. Ostofo! There, I can see where they came from. I'll head there right now. I don't know if I'll be able to come back, so I'm gonna say my goodbyes now. Master Kaldea, my liege, my fellow 12 paladins. Farewell! Go get him, Astolfo, and whatever you do, don't screw this one up. Man, I'm real nervous leaving this all up to you. Wish I could do more to help than just pray. Hang in there, Astolfo. Just focus on what you have to do. Don't worry about, or don't think about anything stupid. You always say things like that to comrades heading off to die. Good luck, Astolfo. Thanks, Master. I'll do my best to bring you victory. Hippogriff! Siegfried, I'm all set. There, I just saw a light on the top floor of a tower 15.8 kilometers away. And that's where you'll find the target. Roger that. Now, the only problem is what to do about these next shots. Hang in there, Kirby. We're all counting on you to keep Siegfried safe again. Aww. Oh shit. Here we go again. Also, oh. Ah, fuck it. Let's see how this goes.
失礼、こちらの話です。オッケー、ご用件？まあ大胆。
恐れ入災いは今こそお前たちのもとへと来たる。真剣草薙の太刀。
Yeah, figured. How much? Oh, that is too much! Well, actually no, I can't really do anything else about it, can I? Well... No, not really. I'll have to improvise. Oh. Oh, actually, no, they actually did it. Okay, I extremely underestimated their damage. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just Buster Chain it first against that saber. I actually could have made that a bit more efficient. There we go. There we go. Okay. We looping. Oh. There are 3 this time. 3. What are these wild ass trajectories? Siegfried instantly knew it would be impossible to perfectly defend against all 3 arrows. So he shifted his stance to be certain he would at least not take a fatal blow. At first glance, his stance appeared passive, far too passive to have any hope of success. But Siegfried's was the exception to the rule. First arrow. Balmung collided with the first arrow, erasing it. Second arrow. He expertly swung his sword to alter the arrow's trajectory, never once being led astray by its intricately interwoven feints. But this was the most Siegfried could do. Even his supreme skill was not enough to completely fend off a third arrow. This one he would simply have to endure. Although the third arrow struck slightly later than the first 2 thanks to its more complicated trajectory. There was still next to nothing Siegfried could do in response. He could neither deflect it nor evade it. Throwing down his sword and crossing his arms to lessen the impact was not an option either. The very most he could do was to turn his body slightly. Needless to say, it would not be enough to prevent the arrow from reaching his spirit core. Chad Siegfried, yeah. At best he could throw off the arrow's point of impact by a few centimeters, and given his sheer power, it would still be more than enough to kill him. Or at least it would have been, were he anyone other than Siegfried. Bro, the fucking writing baiting. So how are they gonna write this one out? Minamoto Tamitomo's arrow flew true and struck its mark. This legendary arrow which, let us remember, single-handedly sunk an entire ship. But Siegfried... Target remains alive. Siegfried still stood, though he was no longer entirely unharmed. But he retained his grasp on his sword, and his glare at his assailant remained unfazed. It was unbelievable, but unbelievable as it was, it didn't stop Tamitomo from finally realizing the truth. Damage cut. He should have brought ignored defense. The dragon's double phantasm must reduce the physical damage he takes no matter where his body is struck. It was as though his body had been reconstructed with steel or subjected to a curse. Regardless, Minamoto no Tamitomo decided his next move was to find the dragon's weakness. But then he noticed the beast flying towards him at the speed of sound. Intercepting. Naturally, Tamitomo shifted focus to the new threat headed his way. He had expected something like this to happen. He was not so foolish as to think he could attack the enemy twice without any attempt at retribution. The demonic beast tearing across the sky charged straight at him with incredible speed. But his flight path was incredibly straightforward, sacrificing misdirection for maximum speed. This could only mean the enemy had something up their sleeve. In response, Tamatomo fired an arrow at his new target. He certainly hoped to kill it, but did not expect to succeed. Oh. To graze. Surely enough, the demonic beast made no effort to evade. Instead, the arrow seemed to pass right through its body. After seeing the target evade his arrow, Tamatomo's analysis was complete. Calculations complete. Fire. Of course, not even he could tell how permeable the demonic beast was with only one shot. But he could tell the effect wasn't permanent. If it were, the beast would obviously remain in that state while making its way towards him. The fact that it wasn't meant meant that it must have a limit. Perhaps it was distance, time, or both. Regardless, Tamatomo's response would be the same. Not an issue. Oh. Oh. Multiple arrows. Holy shit. Giving Atalanta a run for her money. In a matter of seconds, he calculated the time and distance to his target and loosed a volley of arrows, firing as many as a small army of archers could manage at once. He knew there would be no way for his target to evade them all, even if he fled into another dimension. He was right. 3 of his arrows pierced the Sluffo's body. Yeah. Though they lacked the destructive force of Tamatomo's noble phantasm, the arrows were still more than powerful enough to rip him apart. But that was okay. He'd known something like this would happen from the beginning. I'm not done yet! He kept flying across the red sky, cutting through it like a streak of light. Mustafa had no fear of death. Indeed, he had long been absent. He'd long been absent that particular impulse. ECLW? Yeah. Similarly, he had no fear of pain. The only fear he felt was the fear that he might not complete his mission. Come on, Astolfo, don't you die yet. Keep fighting. If you die here, that's it for everyone. Astolfo continued to weave between dimensions until he finally closed in on Minamoto no Tamatomo. Okay, Hippogriff, last one! Tamatomo's arrow sunk deep into the Hippogriff's flesh. My true name is Astolfo. I am one of the 12 paladins of Charlemagne. The Hippogriff crashed to the ground, but Astolfo had already leaped off. Without wings to carry him, the Cavalier fell straight at the archer in what felt like a charge. Reloading. And even then, Tamatomo reacted with almost chilling calm. Rip Hippogriff. Got Yoshi'd right there. Just jumped off and tossed into the void. Or the ground in this case. Oh shit. He knocked another arrow and took aim for the rider's heart. His spirit origin. Meanwhile, here goes! Rather than the sword he carried at his hip, Astolfo held the lance from his noble phantasm. This is no coincidence, and this certainly wasn't Astolfo's own idea. I suspect the archer who killed Konstantinos is making use of that tower. As I recall, it was designed with a platform that could transform a servant into a fixed cannon. Which means there must be a trade-off. In all likelihood, this archer is unable to move from their post and will die if they are rendered unable to receive magical energy supply through their legs. They simply cannot have pierced Konstantinos' defenses without such a severe trade-off. Magical energy through their legs, huh? Then maybe you can use that thing. What thing? You know, your noble phantasm, the lance one. Yeah, that's a ticket. Okay, that's settled. Siegfried, you'll defend against this mysterious archer's attacks. And Astolfo, you'll be the one to take him down. Oh, right, that one. That's right, your Noble Phantasm. If you can manage to reach this archer's position, that's when you use your Noble Phantasm. Are you the one who's going to kill that archer? Yepers. I don't know if I can pull it off, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. You see, I know that archer was just doing their job. They probably didn't have anything against Constantinos. They were just summoned, ordered to fire their bow, and did what was demanded of them. Yeah. But even so, kick his ass. I'm still super pissed at them for killing the man I loved. So I'm counting on you to avenge him for me. Can I offer you any blessings? Hey, if you got blessings, I want blessings. Okay, here you go then. I beg you, stalwart knight, please, avenge my beloved. Damn, the revenge buff. Are we the revenge realm baddies? Yeah, bet your bippy I'm doing it. It's revenge o'clock. It's revenge o'clock. What? Misuse of holy powers was fine. Ah, what's holy power if it's not meant to be used? Johanna's holy words were meant to do one thing. Create a miracle. Even with his heart pierced, Astolfo stood tall and defiant. Trap of... Next air... Argalia! No, not monster energy. Y'all degenerates. Astolfo, no. Yeah, that's hot. Astolfo couldn't take another step. Even with the Pope's blessing, his spirit core could not recover from Tamatomo's arrow. But a blessing did let him stave off its effects for a short while. For a brief moment, Astolfo cheated death. That was all the miracle he needed to discharge his duty. With his lance, Astolfo swiftly severed the magical energy connection to Tamatomo's legs. Now that he could no longer use the tower to consume massive amounts of magical energy directly from the ley line, Minamoto no Tamatomo's death was a foregone conclusion. Calculations impossible. Power supply shutting down. He tried to stretch out his hand, hoping he may still be able to fight, and realized he had no objective of his own. If I lived as a weapon, perhaps it is only right that I die as one. Indeed, this is what was now expected of him. Of course, a broken down machine could not move. Miracles are the province of human hands alone. So this is a miracle. Nah, I'm gonna die pretty soon too. I see. Still, you should be proud. You have defeated Shinzei Hachiro, Minamoto no Tamatomo. Be proud. You have earned it. That's cool. I did kinda cheat this time though. So next time, I'll beat you fair and square. Then I'll tell everyone I know. Aha. I see. Unfortunately for you, that will never happen. The next time we fight, I will be the victor. We'll see about that. Even with the unsettling red sky looming overhead, the two warriors were still oddly happy. Love the banter? Yeah. Now that was a good fight. Indeed. Can't wait for them to make a reference to this 2 years from now. Cease! I don't want to remember this. I don't want to have to remember this for 2 years later. Despite having nothing in common, not their time, nor their age, nor culture, nor their race, The two servants both disappeared, satisfied, each thinking the same thing. Okay, let's go. The heroes, they stopped. All right, Astofa did it. I'm giving him a big reward when he gets back. Now, keep moving. Don't waste a single second. "100 meters to go until we reach the Revenge Realm's main gate." Whoa, that's close. Won't be much longer now. Our casters think the gate can stand up to at least 5 A-rank anti-army noble phantasms. And to make matters worse, it's embedded with a reflect spell that'll send any half-assed noble phantasm right back at their user. Oh. Which is apparently why they call it the Retribution Gate. So... yeah? Can we jump over it? This might be as far as I go, General. Got it. Master, hey Master, Roland's probably not gonna make it past here. So make sure you got some other servants ready to go. Got it. Looks like this is goodbye, Master. I knew back in proper human history was the right choice. You guys were awesome. Hey, give my regards to Don Quixote too, okay? Oh, and also to that really cute girl who sometimes pops up on your calls. Hey, back off. Hey, hang on, can you really do this? Of course I can. This is Durandal, the sacred sword I inherited from Hector himself. Same incredible sword Magikarp used to create a miracle. So now I'm going to show you all the kind of miracle his proper owner can pull off. Roland! Yeah? It might not have been long, but it was an honor to fight by your side. Even though, yeah, it really wasn't for very long. Thanks. Of course, we would have had more time together if you hadn't gone to fight for the enemy. All right, it's miracle time. Sir, the Righteous Reinstatement Alliance Army has stopped its march 30 meters from the gate. I believe they're having trouble getting it to open. Good. Have the other casters layer with more protective spells. I don't care where they're from, the East, West, the Middle East, South America, wherever. Just cast whatever you've got. Is that really necessary, sir? The gate can already shrug off multiple A-rank anti-army noble phantasms. It's even been reinforced with a multitude of conceptual spells which make it incredibly difficult for even us to open it once it's been closed. That's exactly it. Sir? At the end of the day, gates are meant to be opened, not closed. Cast more barriers. Yeah, more barriers. If the enemy were to open it not with force, but a concept that overpowers ours, a concept that could render all the hard work we put into it meaningless, they may be able to open the Retribution Gate with surprising ease. Allow me to handle this one, Lord Siegfried. It's all yours. Durandal, remainder of the great saint, I implore you, grant a miracle unto mine army once again. Roland's sword, the legendary Durandal. The sword was once wielded by Hector, the great hero of Troy. However, there was one aspect in which it differed from Hector's time. Having been possessed by a saint once before, it had gained an additional ability. Miracles. Roland raised this sword high above his head to open the Retribution Gate, a gate that would surely remain impervious to even Johanna's prayers. Retribution Gate, open! Oh. What, did you just think Open Sesame would be enough? Oh, so that's Roland. He's supposed to be the strongest of the 12 paladins. But it seems he's not impervious to arrows. Oh. Odd. They never affected him before. Guess it just means luck is on our side today. Fire at will! The gate's not budged an inch. I suppose I was worried over nothing. It won't be long now before we can send in a battalion to surround them. Then we'll wipe them all out at once. Stay back! Well, I thought Roland was invincible! That's right, he is. Roland's always been blessed with an invincible body. A body so hard it may as well be diamond. It's how he made a name for himself among the 12 paladins. But invincibility alone won't be enough to open this gate, so he let go of it. Now it's more that he gave it up. All to make this miracle happen. But what if it's not enough? Since Siegfried and I have to use our noble phantasms. It's a big sacrifice. Is this really our only option? According to Charlemagne, Roland was giving up everything he had to open the gate. But he was actually only half right. The fact is, Roland was giving up even more than that. Man, arrows really hurt, don't they? Roland smiled wryly as the words brought a froth of blood to his lips. He spat. But this'll get the gate open. Sure of it. But it remained steadfastly closed. A miracle, it seemed, would take more than yet has been given. Oh, damn it! Open. Open! Open up! Come on, miracle! I'm begging you, please! Please don't let me be late again! Please. Please don't let this be another bloody battle of Rendezvous Pass. Forget me. I don't care if I survive. Just please, save my friends! Take my life if that's what you need. And if I have anything else to give, take that too. I'll give up everything. Everything! The sacred sword heard his wish. To give up everything. That is what it takes for a miracle. A sacred sword isn't enough. A relic alone won't do the job. Even throwing in his life wasn't quite enough. What is it? What more can I possibly give? There was one thing. Just one more thing left. A small, humble dream he had kept to himself. That's it! But is that really what you want? What, he's gonna go naked here? Right. In one sense, I value that even more than my life. Hear me, Gate. I offer you everything I am. All my memories. Everything, you hear me? Everything. That includes all the memories of me. I don't care if nobody ever knows who died to open this gate. You can even take the joy of knowing who they fought beside. I don't care if I can never be proud of this accomplishment. I don't care if nobody ever knows what happened here. To this day, nobody remembers how or why the gate opened. They all forgot Roland had fought here, that he had even been there. Even Sherlock Holmes, who should have been able to piece the events together logically, was none the wiser. Nor, of course, was Roland himself. That is the cost of a miracle. Damn. Come on, miracle. Come on! At this point, there wasn't even anything human. There was nothing more than a vague concept. But at last, the gate began to open. Alright, it's opening! It's really opening! No idea why it's opening, but it is! Come on! Now's our chance! Why did it open all of a sudden? I don't know, and we don't have time to worry about it. Come on, let's hurry. Charge! Huh? Who opened the gate? I don't know, sir. It just started opening on its own all of a sudden. Damn it! Is there... We're having a serious moment here, Zhang. Is there a traitor among us? Close it now! Hurry! Hurry up, damn it! Fall back! Fall back to the castle! DK, no. No one could stop the gate from opening. To do so would require stopping someone who became the very phenomenon of opening it. And until the gate was fully opened and closed again, that phenomenon would continue to produce a miracle. And so, once the gate had seen that the last of the Alliance's army survivors had made it inside, it finally closed itself again. There appeared to be nothing there, no sign of who opened the gate, or how it had been done. No one had any recollection, either friend or foe. Not the Master, who should have remembered, or the observers from Chaldea. As far as they knew, the gate had opened and closed all on its own. But that's okay, thought, as he smiled and forgot, disappearing into the ether. Aww, they scratched out Roman's name from the text box, dude. Leaving behind nothing and no one. Oh. Oh! 8 arrows! Holy shit, this love score is gonna go on forever, isn't it? Well. Oh, another, Anaprism Essence? Oh, it's for Katic, yo. Looking clean there. Most of the battles anyway. Oh yeah. But like I said, I think with how my phone battery is and how I kind of want to pace out tonight and the I'm assuming the final session for Traum, I think I should go leave it here for tonight. Because even if it's gonna be mostly fights, I don't think I can wrap up the epilogue in time before my battery gives out, so we'll have to start fresh and not be disturbed by any sudden phone charging breaks or anything like that. But I should probably get around to doing like the recollection quest and everything. Oh wait, they give like 10 teapots for some of these? Oh yo. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have to also go read some of the early release interludes here. Mainly with Lanling, I believe I don't have him, and also QSH here. I believe I have red hair and Jin Liang Yu. But yeah, okay. We'll do this for next time, and tomorrow we gotta get around to doing the Grand Blue event because I want to go read that. Or what was it? The event came up, but I want to read that tomorrow. So yeah, we'll go leave it here for now. Hey Senkai, how you doing? Alright. So that'll do it for tonight. I'm gonna go end it a little bit early so we can kind of like evenly pace out the finale and what we've done so far in this session. But yeah, 6.5 has been really solid through and through so far. Like I'm really loving it. Like the pacing between the three realms, like when we first got in, and then like, you know, balance between the revenge, reinstatement, and righteous, and all that stuff. But yeah, like in my opinion, they did a really nice job, like just bouncing between. So it doesn't feel like we're lingering on some part of the plot for too long. But yeah, okay. So let me check one quick thing real quick. Can I? Let's see. Alright. So I'm gonna go end the feed here on YouTube. So for anyone watching on YouTube, thanks so much for watching. I'll set up the waiting room for Grand Blue reading for tomorrow night. And over on Twitch, I'm gonna go raid up Solomon. He is playing Sifu right now, doing a no death run, apparently. But yeah, let me go set up the thing, end the YouTube feed, and yeah, bye bye YouTube. I'll see you later. Take care.